introduction now. Howdy, hello. Oyasumi, sup. Welcome to
I'm so proud of that profile pic. I'm sorry.
episode 10, I believe, of the Sonic Podcast. Breaking new ground here, actually, because not only do we have a couple of the homies here in person, but we have homies on Discord as well. I'll update the subtitle stuff on the side in a second. But I will get through with some introductions in a moment. If you're on YouTube, check the description for timestamps, very loose timestamps, if you will. And I hope y'all enjoy. Basically, this is going to be a run back of sorts on a couple of the previous topics for the homies that weren't here last time, and then a little bit of Sonic Prime talk as well for those of us that even bothered to watch it.
Damn.
Just me.
Just call it out.
And maybe Matt Wheatley.
Yeah, which Allstate, in fact, oh wait, I forgot. Name or tags? I should have asked in the first place.
You can go with my name, but my tag is Alpha Gray, so I mean, I don't mind either way.
All right, I'll probably be alternating, to be honest.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll try to establish a general talking order. I wanted to start the topics with the Knuckles show. In the event that AllstateMan did watch Sonic Prime, and maybe that'll give him a little bit of a buffer for arriving. But we'll try and semi-follow the icon. Well, actually, no, I lied. We're not gonna follow it because I'm gonna usually talk last. So you know what? I'm gonna start with Alpha Gray, aka Donovan, one of our longtime homies.
One of the three Donovans in the scene, by the way. That's why I keep calling you Boomer Donovan.
Senkow has
Donovan.
multiple
at this
Donovans.
point, it's perfectly fine being Boomer Donovan, even though my ass is only 30. Well, 31. Oh God, I'm 31.
Well, that's the meme, the meme, the 30-year-old Boomer.
Yeah.
The guy with a little tank top on his head. And the big ass glasses.
Yo,
what's up, man?
howdy.
Is that Matt Wheatley? Is that Allstate?
That's AllstateMan, which, by the way, Donovan, you'll find out real quick why his tag is AllstateMan.
He's got a very deep voice.
Oh my God.
Jonathan.
Hi.
Yeah,
Here you go.
yeah. This is another Donovan.
This is Proto Donovan.
Proto? Why am I Proto? I should be Prime.
Proto Prime, as in the first.
Yeah, like,
Not
3 days.
not Coco Twinkie Donovan. No, that's his tag.
No, yeah. So there's
He was at the wedding, by the way.
It's
Yeah.
not
Oh, yes,
the,
okay.
It's not the other Donovan I
In
know.
fact-
Yeah, no. There's Coco Twinkie Donovan, the anime gamer,
There's Zoomer Donovan.
aka Shin Donovan, and then the
This is
Proto
technically
Donovan.
Shadow Donovan.
Shadow Donovan.
The
Enemy
ultimate
part,
life
the
form.
ultimate life form.
I love
Not
it.
to
Let's
be
go to Shadow
confused with the
Donovan. Is that
giant
cool?
What the?
But
Sonic's
yeah,
calling you.
glad you came.
Let me turn off the freaking.
I'm gonna change up the music real quick, by the way. Sorry about that. But yeah. Actually, no. It's good that you arrived now. Allstate, homie, did you watch Sonic Prime?
Oh yeah, a long time ago. All the way to
Newest season, also.
the third season, last episode.
Okay.
Oh yeah, finished the whole thing.
Okay. Then
Cool. We could actually. It's not just me.
You want to start with that then? Actually, I'm changing my mind here. Well, we'll start with Sonic Prime to get that out of the way.
Yeah, well, we'll get that out the way because I figured we'd leave the trailer for last.
Yeah, definitely. Shadow Gamer Talk will be at the end.
I still haven't forgotten. There is one topic I did want to bring up because you guys had brought it up, kind of in passing.
Was it one of our tangents that?
Yes, but we'll get to there. We'll get to there.
Okay.
But yeah, Sonic Prime. It was decent, I guess. The last season was definitely a lot of action, but maybe AllstateMan could corroborate with this, but it kind of felt like the whole last part was just Sonic Forces in terms of like.
Wait, like
that-
literally?
Kind of.
Like,
You know
yeah.
that part in Sonic Forces towards the end where it's like all the like clones of all the other like past bad guys?
Yeah.
It was mainly just that.
Oh.
Because
Yeah.
fucking 9 makes like all the mecha clones. Oh my god. It's very loud.
Yeah. Sorry.
It's mainly just like an all-out battle for the longest time where all the Chaos Council and all the other versions of Sonic and Friends have to go against 9. Parts of it were cool. Like Sonic having an AT field at the end was actually pretty cool. Because, like, you know the whole gimmick of him having different power-ups with his gloves and shoes? Well, in the Grim, he had, like, this power-up where he could make, like, platforms out of, like, what I assume would be light. And he could make a shield. It looked like an AT field. It was pretty OP. Cool. But that only happened towards, like, the end. And my biggest issue, honestly, other than the ending being kind of like Sonic 06, where, like, it kind of didn't matter. Because as soon as they found all the Prime Crystals, whatever they're called, he jumps right back he jumps right back into that moment before he had broke the Prime Crystals. Oh, he just goes back to that point.
Just goes back to square one?
Yeah, and then he has the memories though.
Is this Sonic 06?
Yes, it's Sonic 06.
Yep. Oh my god, I need to watch this now.
Now I'm not gonna
like,
I hate stories like that.
It makes a little more sense though, because like everyone else beforehand still retains their memories.
We did it again.
What?
Spoiler warning.
Oh, whatever.
There's also, there's also Shadow, but he just disappeared, and he knows, but he just like, I don't know. To me, they ended the episode off right there, and that's it. It's over.
Yeah, the ending was. We don't even know what happens at the very, very end, because like we assume, because they're about to ask Sonic, like, so what happened? And he's about to explain the whole story, but then like he gets hit by some sort of blast, and he's like, whoa, gotta go fast, and then it's like a freeze frame of him running towards the screen, and we assume it's like Eggman attacking Green Hill again.
That sounds even more Saturday morning cartoon than Sonic Colors. That's
this show has like 10 different Knuckles voice actors, which is kind of funny because Knuckles I think has the most voice changes.
What?
But like I'm not.
Oh, you mean between the different versions?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's very on brand because like everyone else sounds kind of like the same character. Like all the Rouges sound like somewhat the same, like the voice by the same person.
Knuckles actually has variety,
but
even from the previous
has like
seasons.
5 different voice actors on the dock.
Hedgehog.
Yeah. But overall,
Pirate Knuckles get on my nerves. I know about y'all.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, Pirate Knuckles gets redeemed because at one point, him and some other faceless Mobian's like, Yarg, we gotta go get the crystals for ourselves. Let's grab the booty. But then like he ends up having to save one of the roses, one of the Amy roses. And they're like, oh, you aren't a piece of shit, yada yada.
What were the names?
Like
Rusty, Thorn,
something for something. I mean, it was
Rusty
cool.
was putting in work.
Yeah, and then we got Mecha Big.
Mecha Big?
Yeah, he was like a big mobile armor that just shot out froggy missiles.
It's a big Gundam?
Yes, it really was.
What the frick
It was
is
actually
Get in the big
legit. It's the big.
I don't.
Neon Genesis.
Because the whole time, like,
Oh
Nine
my
keeps
God.
taking power away from the crystals, and he has to get the prime energy within Sonic to like complete it. But as he's doing that, he's ripping apart the other universes.
So the main, there was a point I was hinted at before of like the consequences that can come.
Yeah, so like as he's doing that, the Grim is getting smaller and smaller. Like, so if you were to get out of that bubble, you would just cease to exist. But the thing is, it just kept happening. They'd be like, oh, we beat all the clones. He's like, haha, watch this. Absorbs more power, rinse, repeat, until like it gets to the point where like everyone has to get inside that castle that he's in. And that was the only part I was just like, the stakes felt so dumb. And like Nine was still like, you're not my real friend. You betrayed me.
It sounds like it got a little too Saturday morning cartoon.
Kind of. My main issue is that it was really repetitive, and like that whole power up I was telling you about, that didn't happen until like halfway through this last season.
Okay, maybe I might see if I may want to still watch it, because now I'm getting kind of curious.
I mean, like, me personally, I was enjoying it because this Netflix, so they just like released one season, got the whole, that like one shot, you just like binge the whole thing in like a day. So if you like watch it episode by episode, it does get pretty repetitive, like you were saying, down to like Nine making those doppelgangers.
Yeah, that's what he's all saying.
Hi. But yeah, it's basically that. It was really repetitive to where like down to the doppelganger, the metal copies getting made, and the Eggman, the Eggman Council was pretty okay at times,
Most of them were annoying. The Zoomer was really annoying. He got to talk more, and he's just like,
Yeah,
like stupid, dumb video game like stereotypes. I was
legit
over him.
Zoomer. Like
Yeah.
even where I left off in the show, I like the concept of the multiple Eggmans, different personalities. It's cool, but even in the previous seasons, it gets like annoying after a bit with most of them, especially the baby Eggman. Good
Yeah,
lord.
he was annoying to the bitter end.
Exactly. I guess he was like canonically the dark one because
Yeah.
he was. Again, they were saying some stuff in baby language we couldn't understand, but everyone was just like, "Yo, hey, that's taking it too far." Chill.
Yeah, they're like, "Whoa, bro, you can't. You have to use the soft A for that.
Use the soft
You just can't say that, bro."
Ronald said soft R.
But I'm still under the impression that this was just a dry run to see like if I think the next game's gonna have something to do with the concepts that were in this show, like the whole dimension traveling, and then it is like Sonic 06 too, where you remember how originally in the game we were supposed to be able to like customize shoes,
Yeah.
and that never happened. This is kind of like the next step where it's like he had different abilities based off the zone he was in, but they didn't really do a lot.
Well, this comes full circle to what I probably mentioned in the first review we did of what I may said before, that there's a strong enough foundation with this show that it should be a game.
Yeah,
Honestly,
really-
this show should be a game, straight up.
I really think
I
this
didn't
is,
even get too far into it, but everything in it, it just seemed like it was its own type of. It could have easily been a game. Like it could have been. It could have been a game, honestly.
I mean, here's hoping. Who knows what else Sonic Team has cooking?
Yeah, it also made me sad. I'm like, if the whole dumb bullshit with Ken Penders didn't happen, this would have been the perfect time to introduce Scourge
Oh my
or
god!
all the other characters.
It would have.
It would have been the perfect time. Even if he
Multiverse of
didn't-
Madness.
Yeah, even if he didn't get the Master Emerald, like we still could have had our perfect evil Sonic. But
Yeah.
it was interesting. Oh, also my one complaint from day one still applies. The music is just so forgettable.
There's music.
Yeah, there is music, and it's not good.
Honestly, if a Sonic game does not have good music, then what's the point?
Yeah.
Well,
Honestly, every single Sonic game I've ever played, or even the old shows like Sonic X and like
Sonic music is peak 99% of the time.
yeah, it fits so well with the theme and the freaking like the action, like everything about it is so memorable. I mean, shoot, we make fun of it, but hearing Pumpkin Hill Zone with freaking Knuckles, I
don't need the
I
fight
will
ring.
always freaking remember that. But
Ready?
But yeah, Sonic Prime, I can't even remember what the music sounded like.
It was like there's some bits and moments where it was like
Orchestral, intense, like violin sort of stuff, or I
guess I don't know. Not butt rock. That's for dang sure.
shoot.
I never expect for when it comes to like Sonic TV shows to have like. I mean, there are a few exceptions. Sonic X probably was one of those, if I remember correctly. It's been a long time since I've watched.
I mean, Sonic X has a pretty recognizable fanfare, and the opening is literally iconic.
Yeah, the JP opening is just Tony Hawk music.
Besides the
God,
opening
it
and the
is.
end thing, it's been a long time, but most of the time I never expect the music I expect the music for most Sonic shows to be forgettable.
Well, it's the same thing that you guys brought up with the movie before, which I didn't harp on as much, but it is a respectable point. The same thing with the movie, where if you're going to have a Sonic movie or a Sonic show, you should be either using existing stuff from the games, or just make stuff that references it that's still like memorable. So either way, there's no excuse for dropping the ball. It should be decent music regardless. But go ahead.
I was gonna say, I really don't know if I could highly recommend it to like any current fans.
What number would you give it?
It's not like terrible or anything. Like I wouldn't say it's like abysmally bad, especially by Sonic standards. It's just like I don't think it's a good starting point, nor do I think it's a good like supplemental. It's just kind of there, somewhere in the 5 to 6 zone. Like it's passable. It has a beginning, middle, and end. It's just not very
So it's
interesting.
a show that exists.
Yeah, it's not very
It's the
interesting.
most Sonic show ever.
Not
It's
even
the
that,
Sonic
bro.
show
I
of all
think Sonic
time.
Underground's more Sonic than that. Somewhere in 5 and 6 world, like it is like its issues are mainly for like what it doesn't do rather than like what it does wrong. And I mean, the shadow parts are pretty cool. Like that. I also think like this was kind of our hint that we were getting the Sonic X Shadow generations, because like I'm assuming Shadow's role in that game is similar to how he was in this one.
The no nonsense stuff is wrong. I need to fix it.
Yeah, having his own little adventure and whatnot. But some of the fights were cool in the last part. Seeing the big mech. I just wish
Big
9.
gun.
It was the same issue I had with the Avengers Endgame. Like you have the Infinity Stones and you didn't do anything cool. Like he basically had the Infinity Stones. Like he had all this reality warping abilities, and all he did was keep reviving his clones and shooting his green lasers. And there really wasn't anything cool. You could do anything you wanted, and nothing. 9 did really nothing.
So there wasn't anything on par of the like Coke Boy tweaking activity that Sonic did in like the season before.
Yeah, pretty much none of that. So, yeah, a lot of rigmarole, a lot of just repetition. Really, every season for this show, the whole like, because remember, I think the second season, or the first one, where Sonic kept like, every time he would touch the stones, he would get teleported.
Yeah, well, we brought that up in the first review that Sonic was kind of dumb.
Yeah, we're just
Right,
like,
I don't know
how
how
are you
else to
supposed to
phrase
collect
it.
all this if you can't even like grab them?
Well, I
And it
mean,
took a
like
whole
he
season to
figures it
figure
out. Yeah, it takes. He doesn't figure it out till like
That's
the
how I
very
feel
end.
about this show. Like they just kept like rinse and repeating, and a lot of the characters are annoying. Like I don't have a favorite character in this at all.
I personally
guess
still
Shadow?
love. Well, because it makes sense. Because again, Shadow's the no nonsense guy. I know Darrell got on my case about it, but I personally still love the concept of 9. But
It wasn't as cool as it could have been.
yeah, it just needs to be executed better.
I don't know if we'll get Evil Tales anytime soon. Based
We
off
need
of
a
this.
game.
And I don't know if I haven't, because Netflix doesn't reveal any sort of stats, so I don't know like how well this did monetarily or like viewership wise.
Well, I was gonna say viewership wise and all this stuff. I was like, can check Rotten Tomatoes, but that's.
But like
not
no one's talking about it. No one cares.
It seems forgettable, I guess.
Yeah. I don't know. The studio that Man of Action. What else? Do you know what else they've done?
Man of Action? You kidding
Yeah.
me? They've done like
Oh, wait,
Ben
wait.
10.
Ben
They've
10.
done
It was
freaking,
them, yeah. Well, they've fallen for sure.
It was Ben 10, and there was one other thing that was God, I'm gonna look it up. But Man of Action.
I think it was another Cartoon Network show, if I'm not
Man of
mistaken.
Action's done a lot of things.
Did they do Generator Rex?
I want to say yes.
Okay, which is Mexican Ben 10.
Yes.
Well, while he looks it up to be sure, Allstate, do you agree? Do you have any rebuttal? What are you thinking with the show overall, and what's your number for it?
I'll give it a 7 out of 10. Personally.
7?
Oh, shit.
Because that's just me though. It's me because I'm pretty easily entertained with pretty much a lot of stuff. But like you guys were talking about 9, he had all the power of the paradox. He had all the paradox prism shards to his advantage, and he just kept spawning in mechs and stuff. And like you could do way more than what you're doing right now. What else? The idea with the big mech. It was pretty funny, and then
That was the
it
one
pretty
highlight of this
hilarious.
last season.
It was the last season, and at first I was laughing at it, but then like it ended up taking out it took out the goddamn mothership of the egg counts and the whole shit.
Yeah, that was a big
And
deal.
then,
No pun
what else?
intended.
The regulators on Sonic shoes are pretty cool, especially in that prime zone, that last area there.
Oh, the Grim? Yeah.
The Prim, there you go. And then the noises, the noises those shoes were making, just running on the platforms in midair, were pretty cool sounding to me, at least.
Yeah. The freaking AT fields went hard, and at no point could 9 like ever like outpower them. Like I thought at one point he was gonna like break them, but no, it never happened. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yep, no, you just kept
But-
like, I'm just gonna make more.
All in all, I think the fact that no one else in the community, online at least, where all Sonic fans live, No one's talking about it. No one's saying good or bad. No one. I don't think anyone really cares.
Actually, that just makes me think, well, I really hope this doesn't add to the continuous Sega trend. Oh, my bad.
No, you're good.
I hope it doesn't add to the continuous Sega trend of Sega trying something and then throwing it away because it didn't work. Sega really, even whether Sega does something good or bad, we've seen over and over again that even if there's like something like a good foundation that they can work with, they just throw it away.
Well, thankfully that's the case for a lot of things for Sega, but like so far with like how the movies are, which I get we'll go to later.
Yeah.
Thankfully they're continuing, and thankfully they're still doing good.
Thank the Lord.
Right?
So hopefully, I mean, well, it might be big time copium thinking that Sonic Prime will be used for something in the future, but I would think even despite the criticisms, there's something there that you can pull from for future things, be it a game or a rerun or whatever, something like.
Or a big decap mecha model kit.
Instead of
I would definitely get it.
fishing, you just do Gundam versus, but with freaking big. Oh my god.
He's basically a big Xeon, by the way.
That's awesome.
No, with no arms.
Yeah, no arms.
No,
Why
no
does he have
arms.
no
Just a
arms?
head, a big body, and a tail, which is a lot of work.
What the fuck?
I guess like there's a game out there. I don't really fuck with it, but it's called the. You guys know that the mobile game? They actually use the Sonic Prime characters in that.
Oh, really?
What? Wait,
That's
the
awesome.
Sonic
Forces
Speeds?
speedrunning?
Yeah,
There
the
you go.
speed
Yeah,
running
that's
game?
like one game they use
Oh,
for Prime.
interesting.
That does seem to be the game where they cross over literally everything.
They kind of just
Yeah,
throw
like-
everything like, eh.
Yeah, there's like oh yeah.
you play
there's
Super
Netflix
Sonic in that
info
game?
there.
Oh, that's another weird thing too. We never got Supersonic in this.
Wait, what?
Yeah, well, we never got the Chaos
Yes.
Emeralds.
But,
There's only
Prime?
Prime
well, I mean, the
Sonic.
closest was that weird Coke Boy form
Prism
with the
Sonic.
prisms, but
Yeah, that's
was there anything
honestly.
besides that?
No, that was it. Just his OPS AT fields.
Just that.
Yeah, the closest we got to Supersonic was the end of season 2, and really that ending action, that final act was a lot better than this one. So yeah, it kind of ends on a 06 note, where he's just like, "I'm back, I missed you guys," and then everyone at Green Hill, when he brings back chili dogs, is like, "So what's your deal? What happened?" And he's like, "Well, you see," and then, "Oh, gotta go fast," and then he freeze frames, runs towards the camera, and that's it.
Actually, no, that also bugged me too because like,
Yeah.
there's so much more. Actually, you know what? I take it back. I'm giving it like a 6.5.
See?
To that because
Yeah,
they could've
I hated that
kept
ending.
Going like, where did Shadow came? Got his Chaos Emerald back from the abyss, and he
Oh,
just takes
yeah.
yeah, and then he takes the Paradox Prism.
That's
Chaos
the-
controls out. We never see him again.
That's the
it.
only
Like,
way I
where
can
did he
see
go?
this continuing, is that because at the end, Shadow Chaos controls all the prisms away.
what?
Yeah.
So an episode shadow for this too?
I guess so. That's the only way I can think of it coming back. Like, where do you take them? We
Is
don't
that-
know.
What about the other?
Is that
what
gonna be
about
like the
other counterparts?
new easiest way for Sega to like add content to things? Is just have an episode shadow for everything?
I guess.
I mean, shoot, Shadow sells, man.
You know what
True,
else?
yeah.
You know what else I brought? This made me realize we don't have a main game where it's a Sonic and Shadow team up, like side by side, like
They
working
haven't
together.
teamed up in a hot minute.
No,
I
it's
mean,
always just like I'll
Shadow
hop
the
in.
Hedgehog exists.
That's the last time they teamed up in
Yeah,
Shadow the
really.
Hedgehog.
Whoa,
That's
that
crazy.
scarred me as a child because hearing Sonic say "damn," I was like, "You can't say that."
Oh yeah, but freaking
Fucking
Shadow
shook.
hitting everybody with the freaking AR-15.
That was great. Everything else was great. Well, that and the loudest gunshot known to man when you
Oh
load the
my
game.
Yeah, if you want the top 10 loudest sound effects known
Oh
to man,
my
number
God.
7 is the Shadow the Hedgehog menu.
Oh, I think that's louder than like the frequency that Blue Wells can
my
produce. It was fucking loud.
No, the loudest scene is freaking the president looking at the picture of Shadow and Sonic longingly.
I
There
didn't
was
get
no
that picture.
sound, but there was so much said.
So much said, so little words. Well, any closing thoughts? Because again, I pretty much said everything I said. Like, it's a very, I wouldn't say like if you're a hardcore completionist, I am having a hard time even saying like, oh, do it. It's not bad, but it's really nothing special, and I don't see anything coming from this outside of maybe in a future game Like this would be a perfect like side game for like a console game,
It
but
would. Now I want a Sonic Prime game. Frick.
I do too. Also, one more thing. The one thing that I didn't like throughout the whole show is that we didn't get like the actual like main cast ever, like the original Tails and Knuckles.
We got him for 3 seconds.
Yeah.
3 seconds.
I really felt it,
And then we're
the
back to there.
absence. I would have liked to see them interact with all the other versions of themselves.
Wait, they still didn't get interaction with their original selves?
Not at all.
Nope.
Nope.
That's a super missed. I mean, it was cool when they did like the Amy brief interaction.
Yeah.
They didn't do anything
and
past that?
We never got any alternate versions of Sonic either. There's no Pirate Sonic.
Well,
Or Ooga
did they
Booga
explain it? Because my assumption was that since he was the one that broke the prism,
No.
he's like the singularity or whatever, so there wouldn't be any other versions of him.
No, they never actually.
Honestly,
Lame.
this is the worst opportunity. The fact that Chip and Dale brought in Ugly Sonic, the freaking scrap Sonic from the movies. The fact that this didn't have
Why you
Ugly
bringing it
Sonic in
up?
here too.
Yeah.
Someone else
That
took the
hasn't even
freaking
been
alternate
told.
Sonic and they didn't even take that opportunity.
Yeah.
Also, howdy gets here. How's it go? Wait, a frick. Actually, have I even said frick yet? Besides now?
Well, that's twice now.
I mean, you've said it at least 15 times before.
Said 3 times, I think.
I can program that into the stream at some point. They- but yeah, it sounds like this show isn't really recommended. It's kind of forgettable, but I might still watch it out of curiosity, and I'll see if man wants to watch it too.
Walk, don't run to it. is
Yeah,
what
I'm not
saying.
gonna rush, but I maybe deep in my Kingdom Hearts, I'm gonna have some copium for this being brought back for a game or something at some
I
point.
guess, yeah. Again, it has a 06 kind of ending. It doesn't really
Oh,
matter.
Speaking of which, like, aside from Shadow just taking the shit and not coming back, what happened to, like, they never clarify, okay? So, like, okay, he got his dimension back together. What about the others? At least they never showed us. Did they make it back okay?
I assume everyone made it back okay. That's all we can
Yeah.
infer. They don't show it at all, and they just, well, I mean, if those disappeared, you think the other characters would disappear, but they all helped Sonic, because Sonic almost dies at this point. He, like, almost, like, withers away.
Wait, wasn't that one of the initial consequences they brought up? Of, oh, if you fix stuff, all the other dimensions will cease to exist or something like that. Didn't they?
And like the little bit of energy prism that was needed to get that paradox crystal completed was remaining in Sonic himself. So he actually they had to extract it from him to get the whole thing back together.
Oh.
But doing that was literally turning him ghost, and
Yeah.
he was
like-
getting shadowed.
That's actually kind of intense.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then he makes it back, and it's like, whoa, I'm back at that exact same moment. And, you know the rest.
And then
Dang.
Shadow had to play the hero and carry him off like a princess through the shattered dimension.
Yeah, pretty much. Shadow carries him in the last leg.
You know what? Well, yeah, I'll bring it up again with the Generations talk, but now I'm kind of hoping that we keep getting that as Shadow's like character arc of him being, because Knuckles is like half no nonsense, but also like the brawlic meat. Yeah, he's the meathead, but I kind of like Shadow being the actual no nonsense, cleaning up everyone's messes. Very little patience for everyone's tomfoolery. I kind of actually like Shadow being that guy.
I mean, Shadow literally lost a lot of shit,
Yeah.
and he's literally a clone of the devil. So, I mean, no, but at the same time, yeah. So, I mean, him being the no nonsense, just like,
It makes sense, right?
yeah, it's just tired of like Sonic, like stop eating chili dogs. We literally have to go save the whole population.
Like,
of this
bro,
town.
please stop being a goofy goober for 5 seconds. We gotta fix everything. Actually, I gotta fix everything.
He's Squidward, but not an asshole to his friends.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So imagine Squidward, who is no nonsense, but just like chill as guy.
Okay, also, y'all probably gave somebody some Squidward Shadow fan art ideas. Thanks a lot.
I
Yeah.
already know where that nose
Yes,
is going.
if someone type in Shadow X Squidward post results.
I'm not going that
Remember,
much.
in quotations,
So
inflation.
since you brought it up, you gotta draw it.
You need to pay me for that, buddy. Oh my god. But
There's probably some hot fan art.
Oh god, are you searching?
are you looking it up right now?
Yeah, there's nothing.
I'm gonna take that opportunity to segue into Knuckles show talk. But
Flames of disaster.
Oh my god. It's still Flames of Disaster.
I think this next part will be quicker because last time you guys covered it pretty extensively.
yeah,
Let me just say it. I did find the first like 2 episodes kind of funny. Mainly the part that got me was in like him and what's his face?
Wade.
Wade.
We're doing that at like 69 in
Whipple.
midair, escaping from the like hotel.
Goddamn ET thing.
Yeah, that got me pretty good. But everything else after that was just like, I thought the show was called Knuckles, not Wade.
Yeah, that's kind of the thing that
Knuckles
weighs
is
it
just a
down lot.
sensei, isn't he?
Essentially, but I mean, it weighs it down a lot because I mean, I don't mind Wade's family freaking like history and all this BS and all this other stuff, but I literally tuned in to watch Knuckles in
It's
a
just-
fucking cowboy hat.
Yeah. He didn't do a lot of Knuckles things, and
This is the Wade show featuring.
I still don't know how I feel
Knuckles,
about the whole movie verse canon of like, even one part of their quills and hairs like having powers and shit.
Yeah, that they're so.
How did they get so
infinitely
many
charged.
quills from Knuckles, by the way?
Yeah. And then like
they
the Hound from Game of Thrones was actually like the poop dealer to Eggman the whole time.
Yes.
He's like, oh, I've been here the whole time, bro.
They're like, what the fuck?
So are these things that are going to be elaborated on in Sonic
Right.
3?
I mean, I just need Sonic 3 to start with Knuckles killed a guy.
Oh wow, yeah, you're right. I remember that. Overall, I'll make this part at least quick for me. It was disappointing, and I wanted more Knuckles. I wouldn't say it was the worst, but
Just another mid out of 10.
yeah. And again, it has the issue of like no reminiscent like music, no good music. There's nothing from like Angel Island from Sonic 3 or anything like that, or there's no Hunted P. So already there's no way it could be a 10 out of 10. It just was
Well.
destined to fail.
Honestly, it's just because it added no significance to the story of what they were doing with the movies. Because each movie has just been fun. And
Yeah.
like, there's goofiness, there's like kind of some shittiness in some of the movies, I'm not gonna lie, but it all leads to like a build up of like something new, something interesting, something like fun.
Yeah.
And the show just, I mean, like I said, I don't mind learning about Wade's family and like all his stuff, but like, did I really need a bowling tournament in which he one-upped his dad and then afterwards got attacked and said the flames of disaster?
The flames of disaster. Alright.
Here's the thing. I would have taken, it said the flames of disaster. I would have taken this perfect time. I would have taken the perfect time to go ahead and give Knuckles a freaking super. It shows Super Knuckles or Hyper Knuckles or something
Well,
like
you
that.
can't do that
Yeah.
before Sonic 3.
But
Because
no, like, I do like the idea of like, it really could have been one of those things of like him when he's angry, go the Red Hulk route, but instead of being like,
Oh,
I
it's like a
gotta
powered up.
but like he's actually like
Yeah.
on fire and like this is his power up. Like,
bring out some of his Sonic battle powers.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, that would've been cool, at least.
Or, like telepathically throwing a rock down and stuff.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
man.
technically has what we call geokinesis. I don't know what that'd be called.
Yeah, Geokinesis sounds right. It sounds about right.
Shout out to Sonic Battle. But yeah, it's sounding like it's just the Wade show, which again, this might be another thing where I might still finish it out of curiosity, but even lower in priority. I'm just an Idris Elba simp, honestly. In fact, if Sega somehow had the budget, I would want them to permanently use Idris Elba for the games. Knuckles has been playing Russian roulette with voice actors for so long. Just keep Idris Elba.
Honestly, that goes to, well, again, we'll get to it there, but I love their choices of voice actors so far.
Honestly, like even
yeah.
just for the movies. Well, in fact, to backtrack a bit, I know I glazed the movies considerably, but I still consider them just really good family movies. It's just a nice, like you said, nice, fun experience. But voice acting picks especially, I know people had their speculations, but Idris Elba is godlike. What's his name? Ben Schwartz.
Ben Schwartz, I know people have their issues with him mainly because
I think he's a great kid Sonic.
honestly his voice acting like career in total has been good. Like he's
He's been done other stuff,
funny.
right?
He's funny in what was it, DuckTales? As I think he's Huey.
DuckTales? I didn't know
Oh,
that.
The reboot.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then he's also Leo in Rise of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and I freaking love that series and movie. Like Yeah,
I didn't even know he's.
yeah, no, he's a good voice actor and he's great. And I do get people's annoyance with him as Sonic, but he's like really perfect as Sonic.
It's why I say it's perfectly fitting for this Sonic, because this is supposed to be the literal, essentially kid Sonic. There isn't really like a time skip at all between the movies, is there?
I mean, like, did they establish how old he is exactly? Because he's getting bigger.
They just make him sound like a teenager, but that's why I'm wondering if any substantial time passes between movie 1, movie 2, and the show.
No,
No, I thought it was like a few months.
Then he's just a kid. Yeah, he's a literal Zoomer. So I think the voice is perfectly fitting, honestly. Like,
is Tails still like eternally 8 years old too?
well, they've kept
He would be
Colleen.
8 or
What's her name?
9.
Colleen something for
or
Tails.
something like that.
Yeah.
Still catching fade.
Her most like the most recent voice actor for Tails in like the last few games.
Yeah, and honestly, she needs to be kept permanently. I think she's perfect.
Yeah.
Until freaking Tails drops his 4 balls.
I mean, I don't know. Well, they never actually directly address Sonic character ages.
Well, it's usually always in like the manuals when they had it, like the Sonic Heroes manual.
Well, Sonic Heroes was the only time they directly addressed it.
Like,
All times
Sonic is
after
what,
that, everything's
16?
implied. Yeah.
Tails is
Well,
another
right, no,
time.
Sonic's 15. Tails
Sonic in the Black Knight. There was another time in Sonic in the Black Knight where I think they did character introductions and stuff.
in Black Knight.
Oh wait, really?
Yeah, I think it was the Black Knight.
one where
or,
Knuckles almost killed
Black
himself?
Knight or
I think maybe
Secret
7
Rings.
Rings.
I don't remember.
See, I'm gonna have to go back and play things more thoroughly again.
It's like it was like a character introduction data thing, and I don't remember. It's been a long time, so you guys take what I say with a grain of salt. But I do remember like they got the characters' ages and stuff, but that was only in the game. It wasn't in a manual and stuff.
Oh, well, I mean, if you had Tails show up all of a sudden with like adult Jaleel White voice, that'd be kind of off-putting a little bit. No shade. I mean, like in terms of the tone, like Tails with like a nasally, nerdy voice is just perfect.
Nah, honestly, if we go into Sonic 4 and 5 and whatever, and we get Silver, and we got Future Sonic better be voiced by Jaleel White.
Dude, there have been various back-to-back missed opportunities to use all of the previous voice actors. Sonic Frontiers made me warm up to Roger Craig. Anyone that hates on Roger Craig getting to use his normal voice for Frontiers, hold that. I absolutely loved Sonic's voice in Frontiers.
Crap, I still need to finish. I need to
started.
start.
Please do. Colleen, like I said, Tails' voice is great.
Tails is the most broken character in the game too.
Yes, actually. But
what
that's the
game?
thing, Knuckles has had different voices literally every game lately.
And I don't know why.
I don't know why either.
In fact, he doesn't have the same voice actor from Adventure 1 and Adventure 2, huh?
No.
No.
Nope.
But they kept
His
Tails
voice
and
changed.
Sonic and
They kept everyone else.
everyone pretty much the same.
And
Even
then the
Amy.
4Kids era is where everything completely changed.
But they kept that Knuckles for a while.
Well, yeah, I think Dan
That
Green
was-
had the longest run with Knuckles.
A chicken.
Now with Yugi and all that.
Yes.
Yeah, shout out to Dan Green. Might have been the best.
He's also in
Knuckles.
probably some of your favorite hentais too, unironically.
Yes, right there.
I'll post him later.
I'm looking up who's voiced Knuckles, and I'm just going through it.
Well, because Travis Willingham was for Sonic Boom, right?
Oh lord.
Yes.
Which, I mean, I like Travis Willingham.
Dan Green, of course. Let's see. We got Brian Drummond for Sonic Underground. Let's see. Oh my goodness.
Ryan Drummond addressed that in an interview. Sorry, this is a tangent. We'll get to the rest of the thoughts in a minute. But Ryan Drummond addressed that in an interview, actually, that he, like, I guess they just wanted to get it done quickly without needing to pay extra or whatever, because the Knuckles voice actor already left. So they asked Ryan Drummond to just imitate the voice and do voice lines real quick.
I hope he got paid extra for doing two people's
No,
jobs.
I said Brian Drummond. There's Ryan and Brian Drummond.
Wait, which one was Brian Drummond again?
Sonic Underground.
But what else has Brian Drummond done? I forgot who that is, to be honest.
The evil Ryan Drummond or his brother.
I'm sorry. This is. Oh, Oh, this is the original Vegeta from the Ocean dub.
Yo,
Oh,
Original
snap.
Vegeta. Yo,
That's the Vegeta we grew up with before freaking
Christopher Sabat.
before Christopher Sabat and everything.
I gotta revisit stuff. Oh wait, hold on. I might be misremembering because Ryan Drummond, he either had to do voices for Knuckles or for Shadow, impromptu. It was one of the two. I have been catching up on all the conventions that the OG voice actors had been at lately.
I miss Ryan Drummond. That's forever my Sonic voice.
I want to meet them.
I think between Drummond and Griffith, I think I like Griffith's because after playing Brawl, Smash Bros. Brawl, I like the cockiness of like how he says
It's
"You're too
perfect."
slow" and stuff.
Like-
so
Because the last thing
Yeah.
Ryan Drummond was in Sonic Rush, right?
Yes.
Stupid bitch.
But well, I've always like been the biggest fan of Jason Griffith. He's always my favorite. But over time, I've just come to like all of them for each air that they did. Because Ryan Drummond, he did early cocky young Sonic well, and then the transition to Jason Griffith was perfect because it made him sound older.
Do you even
made
like
him
the one
sound
from
slightly
CD?
snarkier.
He's like, I'm out here.
I think
when you sit still for too
Amy's-
long.
For Amy's voice, like I know people find Amy's Lisa Ortiz. Is
Oh
like,
no, I love Lisa Ortiz. I miss Lisa
but,
Ortiz's
like
voice.
Lisa motherfucking Ortiz.
But the current one
Was she
was
the
Cindy
best?
Robinson. Is that her name? She's good
Yeah,
too.
Cindy Robinson. Yeah, she's good. She got better. They got all better. It's just Lisa Ortiz will always be. That is the character. Like if I ever like think of like Amy Rose, I'm like that's Lisa Ortiz.
That's
Lisa
the
Ortiz
voice.
that's the voice.
But that's the thing. They capture different. It feels like it's different eras being captured really well. That's why. Well, Roger Craig. I partially blame that on bad voice direction. It was never his fault. They wanted him to do the super over the top Saturday morning cartoon. Wow. That's why early Roger Craig was kind of annoying, and
He grew on me over time.
Don't get me
After
wrong.
his-
I mean, like, I think the newer voices they did work really well, especially like because of yeah,
Proper
I would
voice
say they
direction
worked
for
really
one
well,
thing.
especially with
Yeah, that
Frontiers.
helps.
Yeah, so but I think yeah, the 2010s, but when they were first voiced, it just didn't feel the same. So
yeah. Actually, this could segue slightly into Shadow Talk. But actually, I'm just gonna ask y'all. This could be our segue. What do y'all think of Kirk Thornton for Shadow?
Kirk Thornton.
Is the current current Shadow voice from Sonic Boom onward? Actually, no, Sonic Free Riders onward. I think.
Well,
yes, all of them
my
were
brain's gonna go
replaced
first.
Yeah.
No, he's fine. I mean, it kind of like you said, like kind of matches the whole entire no nonsense Shadow of just like, what the hell are you guys doing? Like,
I think I didn't. Unfortunately, I played Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric first. That's what the
My
first time I heard
condolences.
Kirk Thornton's voice. So I
Sorry.
didn't like it at first, but it's grown on me over time. I think. Yeah, I think hearing the Twitter talks with them, I think.
Oh,
I
the podcast things that they've
Yeah,
done.
the Twitter takeover they did.
Yeah.
I think I grew to like Shadow's voice over time. It's just, how do you be like Jason Griffith's Shadows?
Very difficult.
I'm of the minority of that. I still miss David Humphrey's Shadow voice.
Well, honestly,
The
it's
true
really hard to top David Humphrey.
OG. I've never
Oh,
not quite
shoot,
gone over it,
OG.
but I mean, really, I've at least at the baseline been okay with every Shadow voice, but no, seeing him at the panel, he seemed really into it too. According to him, coffee is Shadow's favorite food, so
coffee is his favorite food.
Yes.
Black coffee specifically.
yeah, black
Oh,
coffee.
that's the edgiest freaking. I love that.
Well, because that's the thing. I honestly,
Bless you.
I love Kirk Thornton's voice, but it's a combination of the raspiness of his voice and the like silly voice direction that they had gone with for like a lot of the modern games. Like MM said, it was off-putting.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Bless you. I get that. It's the raspy tone of the voice for me because over time it did grow on me, but the first time I heard it, because he also plays what's his name, Kisame in Naruto, for his English dub, so I was used to that already.
And he's usually like his voice is usually used for like either villain-ish roles or just like older, like raspy kind of character. He's Jubei in BB Tag.
Oh, word.
Catman.
Oh,
Yeah,
dude.
I love his voice for Jubei, but like thinking of it like old wise cat to Shadow the Hedgehog, it's like it kind of messes with my brain a little bit.
You know, kind of now that I think about it, hearing Kisame's voice in Shadow,
That is true, too.
It's like-
Shark
it's just like-
Shadow.
I do like him more because I fucking love Kisame.
Yeah, that's what it's like. I'm used
shredding
to
on him.
man and going with this because he has that. Like he's trying. I don't know how to say it. Like the heaving tone of voice.
Yeah, it's like a little bit of a
a
snarl in his voice. In fact,
yeah.
The gruff and like, yeah.
you're slow as a panther. Sonic Boom is a funny show, by the way. Watch it.
Oh my god, it's one of the best.
It's funny. I
As a
just wish-
Sonic show,
Sonic Boom is hilarious.
like as a Sonic show though, it's not the great. Like as like, oh okay, this is Sonic, but like as a good comedy kid show is one of the funniest
Yeah.
shows I've ever seen.
Yeah.
It is. I grew to like it over time as well.
From what little I've seen, it's pretty funny, and it was kind of sus that they had a character that was basically Chris Chan, but they vehemently denied it.
Oh,
it
you
was
mean to forget
pretty
that,
much
oh,
Chris.
They
it's
definitely-
one of my fanfics.
Yeah.
They definitely towed the border there with calling out some stuff. But you could tell the voice actors were having actually, no, I think they even straight up said in interviews that like working on that show was like one of the most fun things.
Oh
They
yeah,
were just
I
messing
still
around.
get like TikTok compilations of funniest lines, and one of my favorites still is like Sonic gets a speeding ticket. It's great, another speeding ticket. I'll contest it, but I don't think they'll gotta go fast as a medical condition.
Eggman's pretty funny in that one too.
Eggman. Oh, also, if we want to talk about like the goats of Sonic voice, I mean, well, rest in peace, Dean Brinstow.
Oh yeah.
Godlike Eggman, but like at this point in time, Mike Pollock is Eggman. Like,
It's the Eggman.
I don't think you can ever top Mike Pollock.
The
to be
closest we ever
honest.
got was the fan dub. He was like, "I've got an announcement to make."
Oh, Alfred, what's his name?
Shadow's a bitch ass
Hey, Shadow's a
motherfucker.
bitch-ass motherfucker. It's all my wife. You got a small dick.
He pissed on my wife.
It is permanently ingrained into the fan base now.
He said he was this big.
In fact, actually, it got to the point where Mike Pollock even felt he had to address it, because I guess people were asking him to recite the lines, and he doesn't want to like get in trouble over stuff like that.
Yeah, he started off by saying, "I have an announcement to make."
I tell him get him drunk and not do it like just videotape it privately and get him drunk to say it.
Well, I don't
would
even
do
know
it.
if Mike Pollock does, like, you know how voice actors do like the cameo stuff where you like pay them to say like
Yeah.
stuff. I don't think Mike
Yeah.
Pollock messes
Yeah.
with any of that stuff at all.
I thought he has an account, but yeah.
He does?
I thought he just has a pretty
Strict.
policy.
Yeah,
of,
it seems like
what
he
wants to-
doesn't like want to like take any chances with anything.
I mean, some
Understandable.
people.
I understand.
Some people would do whatever.
Fun fact: he's also voiced various hentai
Mike
shows too.
Pollock.
Yes, I'm not even kidding.
Oh, wait, search up Cal Herbe because I know that if you give him like a 20, he'll voice anything.
Oh yeah, see, Mike Pollock's on Cameo. I just looked it up.
Really?
Yes,
You know
he
any
is.
Eggman stuff though?
The funniest thing, literally never asked me about anything.
Well, because I know Ryan Drummond still will like he'll always do requests for like Sonic voice stuff. Which so I kind of want to keep this tangent going, to be honest. Because again, I've been like catching up on like convention interviews with like the voice actors and stuff, and like seeing talks of Ryan Drummond and Jason Griffith, and like them talking about like all the good times and everything that else they've been up to, and them still being able to do the voices. Ryan Drummond has such a deep voice, but he can just switch back and forth to the Sonic voice. It's kind of scary. Like, have you guys heard Ryan Drummond's normal voice?
Really? No, I haven't.
It doesn't.
I've only
it's-
ever heard him in Sonic.
He has
though.
a deep freaking voice.
What was that one rumor going around? Like he apparently like fucked some chick just by doing like some Sonic impressions.
Yes, that he
Emmy or the
Which,
fan.
that's my go. If that actually happened.
If that actually happened, first of all, the fans never should have came after them. They're adults, consensual adults. Let them do their thing.
But if
Yeah.
if you can fucking score some by like,
Yeah, if it
whoa.
actually happened, clip this, Emmy, send this to Emmy, you're based.
Yeah. God, that'd be so good.
yeah.
for me.
Yeah, no.
Ryan Drummond would be
God.
tier 0. Like you couldn't beat that. just couldn't.
Honestly, no. Getting any voice actor to be like, I need you to do me in their voice, and they just do it. That's just like, that's top tier. Like, that's the best. Like, to be able to do that and not break character too. Like, come
Yeah,
on,
he did the
man.
team attack. Blast off.
Oh, blast
Do the results.
Sonic speed.
You doing the fucking giving them back shots while throwing out like what in results screen
Yeah.
phrases.
All right.
All right.
Oh my god.
Getting the
Doing
E
it.
rank.
Oh
Dang.
my god.
Shoot, not my day.
Oh my god! Imagine just finishing and he just puts on the fucking end of the freaking stage thing.
Does that stupid gyration jig thing he does in Adventure One? Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, pump it up. Shout out
Every
to the
back
voice
shot.
actors. Sorry for this tangent, but I will always want to give credit where credit is due, especially when we're in an era where dub voice actors still don't get the credit they deserve for some reason.
Well, because
It's getting, like,
Sega
excessively
doesn't
hate
treat
these
their
days.
voice actors very well a lot of times. That's why Ryan Drummond quit, because they wanted him to drop his union.
Remember when Roger Craig got fired and then rehired a few days later? That was weird.
Yeah. They're definitely
you-
not the best.
Oh wait, did
What
y'all not hear about that? Allstate?
Not me. What did he do?
No, okay. So there was like a brief. We're gonna keep this tangent going. There was a brief like time on Twitter where like Ryan Drummond or not Ryan Drummond, sorry, Roger Craig. He did like a whole like sayonara tweet or whatever because I guess it was implied that he wasn't gonna be Sonic anymore.
Right.
And I think there was like some brief outcry because there was like some no communication, no reason why. And then like a few days later, he was still on to do the next thing. Like nothing happened. It was weird. It was very weird.
Huh. Like a
So Roger
missing-
Craig was like fired and then rehired like in the span of a few days. It was unusual.
There's something weird going on over there, probably.
Yeah, but good thing we've been able to keep Roger Craig because again, Sonic Frontiers went really well. And if Mike Pollock for some reason lost the role to Eggman, I'm pretty sure Twitter would actually explode.
They might just get the guy they already have for Prime.
Prime?
Because he sounds a lot like Mike
No,
Pollock.
yeah, he did a pretty good job, but actually, well, I forgot. Sonic Prime, it's a Canadian show, right?
Yes. And I
Yes.
think they still have that
Canadian
rule
show.
where like any voice dubbed in Canada like has to all include Canadian actors.
Oh, so then the transition wouldn't be that
Because a lot of
difficult?
your favorite animes were dubbed by Canadians, especially Gundam. A lot of
Especially
from
Spider
Ocean Dub.
Riders.
Yeah.
Shout out to
Canada
Spider
original.
Riders. Oh.
When are we starting the Spider Riders podcast?
Shit, we could just change the
Want me to Photoshop it right now?
I don't even know a single character. I'm like, Spider.
That
I know
also
the
demands a
Spider.
rewatch.
Spider 2.
Also, we're about an hour in, so if you're on Twitch, you might get hit with ads soon. Hopefully not. If you're on YouTube, here's your reminder to check timestamps if you're trying to get past the tangents. But again, all this stuff is timestamped. Pretty good voice actor discussion. We could try and very abruptly segue into Shadow Generations.
Oh my goodness.
So, from what I understand, what you guys covered last time is that like everyone's looking forward to it. It's just a matter of kind of like costs, because basically we're getting Generations. Like it's still the same
Yeah,
game,
it's basically Generations.
but we're adding
episode
on
Shadow
Shadow, a whole portion, which apparently is going to be like maybe an hour or two at most
of content.
of content.
Also, howdy, Swatch, sub, dude.
I hope,
Yeah.
shoot, I hope it's more than just an hour or two because it looks like they're actually acknowledging the fact, like, the existence of the Shadow the Hedgehog game since Doom is back.
Oh yeah, basically,
Yeah.
it seems like all of the canon is actually being fully acknowledged. In fact, for this topic, we'll kind of try and do what we did last time of go through each person, semi-follow the order of the pictures on the screen, and then give your overall thoughts from the trailers as well as your hopes/concerns. I mean, there was some concerns.
Starting off with you then, or Donovan?
No, I'll go last. We're gonna start off with Donovan, Alpha Gray. What were your thoughts on the trailers and
for
your
Sonic,
hopes /
for
concerns.
the Shadow
For
generation.
Shadow
right?
Generation,
Yeah.
oh god, I cannot wait to get it. Like, and it's not just a me thing. Like, my kids, they love Sonic. They barely understand him because they've seen the movies, but they love Sonic, and the idea of freaking cool, edgy Shadow being part of it is just.
Oh
We're
boy.
all excited. The fact that because as terrible, and I'm sorry to say it, it's the truth. As terrible as a game as Shadow the Hedgehog is,
Now hold on there, buddy.
it's a fabulous game. I love the story and all the lore and everything that went on with it. But you gotta admit, like there was a lot of miss with that hit.
It's a very
put a pin in that because the impromptu topic I want to bring up involves that. So
Okay.
putting a
yeah,
pin
we'll
in
come
that.
back to that.
As like, I'm just happy though that they're acknowledging the story, because that's the thing that I
Yes.
love the most about freaking that game.
The lore.
And then seeing some of the stuff that they're doing with Shadow, and it looking like, oh, okay, so he's not just gonna be a hedgehog with superpowers and, well, Chaos Emerald superpower. But he's actually gonna look like he has the power of Black Doom and
Actually
bringing out,
acknowledging the fact that he's part alien.
Wisp,
Exactly.
but cool.
yeah, and then the
Yeah,
fact,
actually.
like that's, to me, that's so cool. And that's why I really honestly hope it's more than just a little bit of content, because of course it really could just be a little bit of content, but like it needs to be more. It needs to be more, because Shadow is one of those characters that everybody loves, but we barely get anything of.
Yeah, I've always honestly considered kind of like Takemi in Persona 5. I've always considered Shadow to be like a default favorite. If you ask someone and they say they don't like Shadow, they're probably lying, or they've barely played Sonic games.
Or they're trying to be a bigger tryhard than Shadow is.
Yeah, like Shadow is like an objective fan favorite. There's no getting around it.
He's just cool.
He's
Yeah,
just cool.
It's cool. Look at the cool looking
Chaos
Sonic.
powers. The chaos powers when I first. Okay, so like with Sonic Battles, the first time I saw his moves, like the ability to use his chaos burst and like, use his fist to go ahead and like, use his chaos powers to go ahead and like use.
Actually have hands.
On his fist. Yeah, he had hands and stuff, and then like the sound effects with it, where we go like, something like that. I just like, yo, this character's actually sick. Who is
He's
this
just
character?
cool.
And I remember someone saying like, this was back when we were all younger. So this is like when we were like 8, 9, 10. So the funny thing is, like, people would say like, this is Sonic's brother. Shadow's Sonic's brother. I was like, what? Really? And I did.
Wait.
I did that. Yeah, I did. I
That's
actually
just
took.
racist.
I actually
Okay,
thought that was.
That's just.
It was. We were. You know how kids back then. We were just. We thought this was speculation. Now I would just got into like knowing Sonic and shit, or knowing about Shadow and stuff. So I didn't really know Shadow's lore and stuff. So.
Well, and you get into the whole can of worms of some of the misdirection / deception with the lore. There are still people to this day that think that Shadow's actually been dead this whole time and that he's still a clone.
Oh my god.
Even though the game.
Freaking
There are still people that think that.
the two characters that I'm so tired of clones, Spider-Man and Shadow.
The freaking joining hands with me. Oh, jeez. But Alpha Gray, are there any other concerns that have come up, or is it purely hype?
Oh, it's more pure hype. My concern really is like the fact that if they just don't do enough, because
If it's basically just Shadow DLC and that's it.
yeah, because that's the thing. Like, if you're gonna bring up and canon, like fully embrace the canon of Doom and all that other stuff, you better like put a cap on it. Like, you don't have to end it or like completely make a whole story around it, but at least make it so that way, okay, we're doing stuff with this, we're going to acknowledge Doom, we're going to do all this, we're going to put a cap on this story right now, but as soon as we can branch it off into more property. We can expand
Potential
on it.
for more. Yeah, make it able to. Actually, they need to expand on it because, especially with that animated short, which, sorry, quick side note, or actually, Norman, did you go to Anime Expo or no?
No, I did not.
It was just
Me, at least in our little group, me, Anthony, and Hua.
okay. So yeah,
I was at that panel too.
Yeah, quick question: the animated short, is that just specifically for the game, or is
Yes.
that supposed to come out like as a whole?
Oh wait, no, it's not. I don't know if it's gonna be actually in the game, per se, but it is releasing before the game drops.
So it's gonna be kind
It's-
of like the animated short for Frontiers. where
Yes.
It's like a
In
before...
fact, I might be quoting this wrong, but there's supposed to be like 6 episodes.
for real?
But I don't know what length though. I think they're gonna be really short. But I remember
They are
hearing
short.
something of the ballpark of 6 episodes.
If it's a mini series, that's gonna be freaking sick. And actually,
that'd be
that's
cool.
they're gonna need to expand and like be able to branch off because that's Sonic Battle lore. Straight
All I
up.
know is Emerald's there.
It is. Yep,
My
that is.
boy
Emerald
Emerald.
finally came back
Oh,
and
my
he's
God.
beating that ass.
There are so many characters in Sonic lore that I really
Like,
hope
this is-
they get expanded
Oh,
on.
go ahead.
Yeah.
Just hope your boy Ken Penders doesn't have a controlling interest.
I mean,
Or else.
doesn't Sonic have a restraining order on it?
Well, yes and no. The problem is he still has a lot of the. He's willing to go to the bitter end.
Well,
For
aren't
a
they
lot of-
basically in that limbo of like, sue
least-
if you dare? Do you really want to try and hang with us?
Kind
Dang.
of.
You know, it's
Sort of.
Oh, God.
As much as I didn't like Sonic Chronicles, I wanted to see the second, the sequel to it.
I
really
wanted to
bad
see
when I
Sonic
was
Chronicles
younger.
as a finished product, bro.
Yeah, but
We got Nokia
but-
ringtones as music.
And the most blue balls ending of all time.
Yeah.
Yes, it was because of that.
I'm upset
lawsuit.
again.
Ken Penders deserves to get suplexed by me. I deserve
Oh, Chris
to
got
suplex him
blacked
for
by Switch ads.
Oh, well, they should be done. Or, Chris, are you back? They should be done by now. and
See,
we
if you
shouldn't be
just
interrupted.
subscribe,
Right?
you won't even
Reminder
see
to subscribe.
Honestly, and here's the thing too. I like this is me plugging Ronald and everything, but I'm subscribed. Shoot, and you wanna know how? With Amazon. Use that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Twitch Prime is a thing.
Have your boy Bezos cover that.
We're talking about Sonic
Prime.
Prime and Twitch Prime.
And Amazon
Appreciate
Prime.
y'all.
The Primeverse.
Thank you. This is Prime Donovan.
Whatever y'all do, I appreciate it. But yeah, the ads are longer, so that way we're interrupted much less. But I appreciate y'all sticking around. But, actually, I hate to keep going back and forth between like Sega and like their past transgressions that they may or may not be finally learning to fix. But that actually has been an issue that has come up off and on over time. Is Sonic lore and the spaghetti fest that they've kind of turned it into.
asking Izuka, putting him on the spot at the panel.
Yeah, you told me that was kind of messed up.
Yeah, even he didn't know how to answer. He's like, oh, shit.
Or, well, yeah, they mentioned it, Riley, in
But
the,
at
in
the
the
same
last
time,
podcast.
at least in my opinion, like I don't believe in death of the author. Like whatever the originator of whatever lore, like whatever they say goes, regardless how stupid it is. But at the same time, he wasn't ready because you know how they're talking about
Yeah,
the
don't
translation
ask
of like
the question.
he said Sonic was the
that's the
ultimate life
reason why
form, and he's just like,
Yeah,
oh
that's the
fuck,
reason
you
why
remember that?
Oh, my bad.
No, go
My
on.
bad.
Sorry.
No, that's the reason why he said like only male hedgehogs can go super. Remember, there was an interview because he was put on spot and
Yeah, it was at AX. I was there in person.
Yeah. That's kind of always been a problem with Anime Expo and panels of giving too much freedom to people to ask questions because then you get people asking corny stuff.
Well, convention friggin' questions are already too.
Well,
like,
here's the thing though. What makes that worse is that
Yeah.
these are all pre-chosen
They
questions.
were pre-chosen
Yeah,
and they still
off of
put
their
them on
Twitter.
the spot.
Yeah, no one came up to ask. They just picked them from a Twitter thread.
That's even worse. How do you have
and I don't think they,
predetermined questions
I don't
and
think
not
they
run
gave
them
it to
by him
Izuka.
first?
I don't think he got the memo.
That's messed up.
Yeah, no.
But I mean, his answer was good enough. I'm like,
Well,
it was just
kudos
funny
to
because
him.
as soon as they asked and translate, he's like, "Oh shit!" Like you knew he was not expecting that. He's like, "Really? For a fucking 20-year-old game, you want to know?" All right, here it goes. Boom.
Y'all
So I
can't
don't
be-
envy him, but at the same time, if I'm gonna be the one in charge of that lore, like whatever I say is gospel, and fucking deal with
True.
it.
Honestly, and I think it's an issue of like a lot of old school because Sonic is in that same class of like, hey, this is old '80s. Everything was coming out at the same time, like Transformers, He-Man, all that. Like they have the most craziest lore. Just follow the current stuff because I mean it probably got rebooted anyways.
The lore
Yeah.
from the beginning was already fucked up because if you look at the game manual from the U.S. Sonic one, Japanese Sonic one, completely different story.
Yeah.
But at some point, they kind of just erred. Sonic technically has kind of been co-opted by America at this point, so Japan will kind of always, at
Well, I
least from what I've
guess
seen,
Sega Japan,
Sega
Sega of
Japan will always
America.
kind of like go towards that, even though they kind of just nuked off Sega America.
They're like two different entities.
Yeah,
essentially.
but at this,
Nukes might have been the wrong word.
oh no, I wanted it that way. They're like, take this.
Take this.
It was actually the Ark Colony cannon. He
That's
pissed
what
on
hit
San
Japan.
Fran.
That's what hit Japan. Eggman saying, take this, take this.
But yeah, Sonic lore in general has always been kind of laissez-faire.
Well, and like even now with like the trying to blend everything with like classic Sonic and modern Sonic and the retconning stuff with Sonic Mania and
Oh God.
they made it needlessly complicated. So go to backtrack. It's good when things are being like addressed and like recognized. Don't throw away the history, but try and just keep it simple and clean. I'll put the song in if I can, but they can just stick with one thing from here on out.
We'll see.
I think I got blocked by one guy just because I was talking about like Sonic lore and all that stuff.
Is that a Sonic fan? Ew. That's usually my take.
Yeah.
Also, is it MM's turn, or was that his turn?
Well, Alpha Gray, do you have any particular?
Oh, my turn
clothing-
was over?
Well,
I don't know.
No,
I thought-
that all spawned from what you
Yeah.
brought up, so that's why I'm bringing it back to
No,
you to
yeah.
see if there's anything else.
Nah, that's all I got left, so.
Okay, let's go with Michael XOF.
Oh, you skip Allstate? Or are you going that way?
No,
okay.
I was
okay,
snaking
okay.
down,
Okay, my bad. Okay, so I'm pretty excited. I do agree with Riley's take from last time that like, cost-wise, this is a bit on the pricier side. The only reason why I'm probably gonna get it day one because I haven't played Generations in a long time.
I haven't played Generations.
This will basically
It's
be
very good.
revisiting it all
Yeah.
in one go.
And I'm really excited for the shadow content. If it wasn't for the shadow content, I wouldn't get it. I'd just wait until, because at one point this game was like $1 in Steam.
Yeah, and it's been
The
delisted
vanilla,
now.
and it's
right?
been delisted,
Yeah.
which I mean, it does suck. But I mean, I'm assuming this game will be
Yeah, this is
as good, if
basically a
not better.
remaster.
I
It
will
makes
say
sense.
I am worried about the mods though, because this game is like the golden standard for mods. There's so many of them, and they're all really good.
If all that hard work is like basically scrapped, that's gonna suck. Like I've gone on. Some people disagree, but I've gone on record to still consider Sonic Generations to low key be an overrated game that's saved by mods.
I wouldn't say that, at least personally. I just hated the discussion around it when it came out. It had that mania effect where people were like absolutely glazing it and throating it, and I'm just like,
Yeah, I
it's
think that was
good,
part of what did
guys,
it for me.
But like, it's not as mind blowing as you say it is. Like, I wish we would have had more chances to play as other characters.
Yeah.
Which is kind of like what we're getting now with the Shadow content. So I'm kind of sort of getting that version of the game I always wanted. Then there's a lot of
Sonic X Big the Cat freaking Generations.
yes. Oh my fucking god, that'd be
Actually,
amazing.
what is the last? Wait a minute. Has Big ever had gameplay outside of Heroes and Sonic Adventure 1?
No.
Nope.
That was the last time.
He hasn't been playable since Sonic Heroes.
unless
That's
you
crazy.
Wait, unless you count the racing game.
Oh yeah, and the Olympic Games, I
In-
guess.
No
Well,
one counts
But
those.
yeah, but
wait,
mainline
is
games,
Big
no.
playable in Team Sonic Racing?
I'm pretty sure.
That was the
Well, even
last
that barely
time
counts.
he was played.
I don't
Heroes
know.
is when he had actual combat.
Yeah, when he
Heroes
was a
is when
heavy.
he had
That was the last time he
dialogue.
played.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was when he had combat. Shit.
Looking for either cheese or froggy and shit.
Froggy, where are you?
No, it was Chocola and Frog.
Yeah. Back to Generations. I hope they fix the time eater because that boss is cheats.
That boss.
I will say my only
trash.
big bugaboo with Generations, there's a lot of bad bosses, including my. Here you go, Riley. This one's directed at
Oh,
you.
God.
I'm firing off. If we had a gunshot, I'd fucking blast it. That shadow fight fucking blows cock. The shadow fight in Generations is so unnecessarily complicated. It's not a hard
Let's
fight.
hit random asteroids.
Yeah,
to hit
hitting
Shadow.
asteroid. It's like 4 fucking phases, and it's not fun. And the thing is, like, I
Oh,
love
dude.
like the arena they made too. Like the actual stage is fucking cool.
It's the stage is cool.
It
The
makes-
fight itself is.
Music, shoot.
I'm the world's biggest SA2 stand, and it really hit all the things I wanted. But the actual fight sucks donkey dick. So that and again, the time meter fight blows cock. The silver fight is whatever. Really, all the boss fights are kind of whatever. The only one
Actually, is there a good boss fight in Sonic Generations?
I guess Metal Sonic. I don't mind that one. That one's kind of fun.
But that's like.
But it's so simple.
It's a copy paste.
Yeah,
from CD.
it's so simple. But it's
Wait,
more of a
what
boss
about
fight now
Perfect
because the whole thing with CD is that like it's like one singular race.
Yeah, it's.
But I don't want to get too much into it. I've already shot enough shots at Riley, including that I don't like CD.
He's gonna wake up in Japan and be
He's gonna
like,
be
bro,
so
what the
fucking mad.
frick?
Good. But there's a lot of things I hope that they take the initiative to fix it. If nothing else, the baseline is that we need this to be a good port for PC. It needs to be able to have the mods applicable. There are going to be more, but I just don't want all that history lost. Because this game was modded.
Right.
But they remade Shadow the Hedgehog, the game inside Sonic Generations.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, they added all those
Sonic
stages.
Generations mods are basically
They're
like
insane.
Project M status.
Yeah, it's its
actually
own
insane.
subgenre.
It is.
Like,
Okay, so
it's
now
pretty
I can get on
fucking.
PC
Yeah,
instead of
I just hope those mods work. That's my biggest.
I have the feeling some stuff might need to be redone at minimum.
Yeah.
Which will suck for
No,
like people that
I
have done
feel like, and honestly, when it comes down to mods, one of my favorite things are the good mods have people who have been constantly working on them since release. So, best case scenario is if things need to be reworked, they're the best of those mods are going to rework just so that way it fits into the new freaking skeleton, and there you go.
it. Okay.
Yeah.
Worst case scenario is nothing's compatible and everybody has to start. from
And start from scratch.
Yeah.
Which you know Sonic fans would be down to do
Oh,
regardless.
absolutely.
Yeah.
I just don't want them to have to redo a bunch of stuff because, no lie, what's the first stage of Heroes, Seaside Hill? What's the second stage of that?
Ocean Palace.
That's legitimately one of the best 3D stages ever. Is that mod of Ocean Palace? It is insane how well it plays, and I would hate to lose that. I'm pretty sure
Sonic
you
fans
rebuild
make
it, but
good content, unfortunately.
Sonic fans make better content than the actual Sonic creators.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, I mean,
Well, no.
to give Sega credit, they do like actively encourage fan-made stuff.
yeah.
Sometimes
most
too
part.
much.
Granted, I still want to know why Mania 2 was cut. Like, why that got canned, but maybe we'll never
Who
know.
knows what back-end red tape.
Well, whenever
shenanigans.
Christian Whitehead's contract or his non-disclosure expires, maybe then we'll learn.
Maybe.
So maybe another hot 10 years. But yeah, just to round it off, I can understand if people aren't excited to rebuy this for like 2 hours of extra content because they've already maybe had it. But personally, since I haven't had this game in a long time, it works out fine for me. I'm really looking forward to the Shadow content. If anything, like, even if I for some reason don't like the Generations gameplay, which that's not gonna happen, I do. The Shadow content for me personally will make up for more than that. So more than likely will be a day one buy. If not, at
sense.
least like next payday buy from when it releases. I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Is it Allstate?
Matt, Allstate. Oh, frick. Matt!
Oh god, we lost him.
No. He went to go look up that Mike Paula hentai.
Oh, God. Matt, you
Yo,
good?
sorry
Oh,
about
there
that.
you are. Are you good?
I'm good. I'm sorry, I had to step away. I heard you in the other room.
Yeah, go look it up. I told you.
But,
No, but yeah, go ahead.
yeah, what are your thoughts so far with Shadow Generations and concerns, hype? Just sum up everything.
So I'm actually pretty excited for it. Like you said, it was a while since we played the game when it first came out because that was like 2011, 2012. I played on the PS3, and it was because I don't know what they're gonna do with this one now. Are they still? It's his birthday in this one. Are they still actually gonna change up his stuff in regards to like his birthday age, or it doesn't?
Or-
They never really, again, they never really clarified it, but.
I don't know. It never seems like they directly address. Honestly, even the passage of time in the Sonic franchise seems like it's very loosely addressed.
We don't even know what. Well, until recently, until those the Tales Tube and the Sonic podcast they have on their channel, we didn't even know like if they're on Earth or Mobius. Now officially, it's still Earth, but the Mobius is more of a region where like the animals like Sonic
Yeah,
live, and then like
So basically, it's the end of Sonic X bad timeline where both worlds are combined.
pretty much,
Yeah, like,
yeah. In fact,
I-
later I'll post that. I don't think it was a Tales 2, but
Yeah,
it was
please
that Sonic
link it. I need a
podcast.
refresher.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know what's going on anymore with the world because like either they're on Earth or Mobius. One game says like, oh, they're all animals, and the other one and it's like, oh, let's go to France where we meet these other humans. Like, what?
Well, because Frontiers, they
if I
made it sound like
remember-
Starfall Islands was like basically Hawaii, where it's like a separate subsection of islands somewhere on the planet, right?
Yeah.
And then it's like 5 of them, and then they all have those anti-air lasers, which is strong enough to kick Sonic out of his super form for some reason.
Sonic's greatest weakness is
His greatest
anti-air
weakness
cannons.
is not the Guardian.
It's guns.
Lasers. And like it was just so funny too. But as well, I'm not gonna go ahead. This is not a Frontiers podcast. This is for another day. But in regards to Shadow X Sonic, I am pretty excited. It's just that I'm just so happy. Aside from Crisis City, they're actually going to Kingdom Valley. That
Yes.
stage
Yes.
is not forgotten, and it looks so good in this one.
That's how you know they acknowledge the mods, because Kingdom Valley was one of the most highly requested stages for generations before that they had to mod in the first place. And now it's like official. So there you
I'm
go.
so happy it's official. It's so good. And then aside from the Shadow short they gave us, I guess there was they were talking about a Shadow the Hedgehog manga. I don't know if that's real or not.
Oh.
Wait, manga?
Yeah, it's a rumor or it might be a legit thing going around, but assumed a soon to be made manga of Shadow X Sonic.
I
Generation.
would get that immediately.
Yeah, but I'll look more into it and let you guys know on the channel later on. But in regards to the game, I'm definitely excited. I am not going to spend that much money on the collector's edition.
No,
This is
looks
fair.
Fair. Or are you talking about the physical limited run games?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not going to get that. I'm just going to get the simple base game and just keep it
Yeah.
real from there.
Understandable, honestly.
And I'm hoping it's going to be the same length with the Shadow content. Will be the same gameplay length as the original game was, because I think it was $60 or $65 full price for the game just for the Shadow content. It might have been better off being just like $40 if it's just Sonic Generations plus Shadow the Hedgehog DLC.
Yeah, well, that's what's being depicted as, at least. Or, well, I mean, as far as we can tell, especially because it's coming out on modern consoles and almost everything, this is basically Generations remaster at minimum. Because we haven't even actually seen what else they may have done with the Sonic content.
Which I'm gonna assume nothing. That's just my.
Well, I mean, at minimum, it's a visual remaster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're paying for that at the least, I guess.
Oh yeah. In regards, like you guys were talking about, in regards to the boss fights, they were not that great. Yeah, you're right. But
I was trying to think if there was a good boss fight.
Zero.
I wanted. Yeah, he's right. Metal Sonic is pretty fun. Silver, I thought would be fun, but it wasn't.
Silver is
it
just meh.
It's,
Egg Dragoon is better in Sonic Unleashed.
Yeah.
Y'all can fight me on that. Perfect Chaos was a nice, like, callback, but it was
It's
really
pretty much
simple
the
boss
same
fight.
exact thing as the first game, just looks slightly
But
better.
as base Sonic
harder.
instead of
That's
Super Sonic.
yeah, that's kind of dumb.
it was a harder version of Open Your Heart.
Yeah, so, yeah. Surprising miss from Seg with the boss fights. And
Dang, because like I'm okay. I guess. Oh, I'll wait till my turn.
MM's already got some words.
I know you got some stuff.
It's peak.
when you guys
Nuclear
talk
take
about-
incoming.
Oh,
you
God,
guys
here it
talking about
comes.
the bosses, because this is my first time playing Sonic Generation.
Oh yeah, I
Now
forgot.
Generation.
Oh.
Riley wanted to beat your ass for saying that.
What did I say? I think it was, well, to be fair, I've always, even back then when I saw my family, sorry, dry throat. I even saw like my family, when my family was playing, I thought it was
So
overrated. So I was just like, eh.
But I might change my mind if I play it. But now you guys saying like the bosses are bad.
No, you need to play it. It's still good. Riley was correct. You should play it.
Yeah.
But I don't like any of the bosses, and I really don't like the shadow boss.
Yeah, you need to experience it. This will be your chance to experience it regardless.
No.
As you put things in perspective, Michael is very critical on bosses, and I don't mean that to be like he's mean about it. It's like he's very critical on bosses because that's a big part of the experience, and if they don't hit it right, it just sometimes
It's just
I think all
But,
the miss in one way or another.
But for you guys who don't know, like Perfect Chaos is one of my favorite boss
That's
fights.
bad news for you.
Oof.
Well, I guess
Sheesh.
it wasn't really a boss
that's what we
fight.
should
'cause,
record
like, wait, what?
No, nothing. Go on.
Nothing. You'll find. You're gonna learn today. But Allstate. Any other thoughts?
No, that's pretty much it. I'm excited to grab it. I'm probably gonna get it on day one, or if not that, the next following week. But
Same.
definitely excited.
Yeah, I think I'm with you guys in that regard. My plan, I forgot if I mentioned it last time, but my plan is to get it day one digitally on Xbox. I'm going to shill out the dinero to get the limited run games, forget about it, receive it half a year later in the mail, and then be excited again to have it physically. That's what I'm going to do. Because I like having physical games, but with limited run games, you kind of have to accept the fact that you're not going to have it for at minimum half a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still waiting on the Hi-Fi Rush thing they announced like 7 months
Yeah,
ago.
that
Oh my God, I'm sorry, bro.
They're like, I'm like, I got their, I follow their pages on social media, and so like wherever they post, I immediately get pinged immediately, and I'm just keeping an eye out. Like, is it not? No, not okay. Just keep moving on.
Yeah, people feel certain ways about them,
Yeah.
rightfully so. But sometimes they just post something like, fuck you, I want it.
Yeah, I've come to accept limited run games, controversy or not. It's this kind of thing where if you don't have an expectation to get it in your hands and you want to be pleasantly surprised, it's basically like a super delay-based Christmas present.
Yeah.
And that's if you even care about physical copies. If you don't care about physical copies, you should never get limited run games ever. Even like for the simple novelties of what they do, it's not worth.
Yeah,
waiting
and
that
they
long.
really only fuck up the market even more by creating an even more higher demand and even less availability.
Sorry, I just realized, why would Sonic Team do a limited run games thing all of a sudden when they've always done their own physical and collector's edition stuff?
Who knows?
It's kind of weird,
Is
actually.
Sega Team or Sonic Team the one in charge of this remaster? Or is it someone
hope
else?
so. Is it not?
Well, because they got the last remaster was the Colors one, and that dev team went under.
Yeah, let's not talk about that.
Yeah, exactly.
I never picked up my Sonic Colors Ultimate
No,
copy.
it looks so bad. And another shot. Sorry, Riley. I already don't like Sonic Colors, so
amen,
I was never gonna get it. But then I saw everything. I'm like, oh my god, I'm really not getting this. Holy crap!
What is going on with? Sorry to backtrack a bit. Kind of like what I said with Frontiers. Like whoever's watching, don't turn this doomer all of a sudden. I think at minimum, this is just like what I said with Sonic Frontiers. This is borderline impossible to fumble, unless they literally like botch the game intentionally. You can't fumble this because it's generations
Did we
plus shadow.
confirm if Dunovo's on or not? If we have
I don't
any
think there was any
VR
actual
Yes, we did.
confirmation.
Okay,
Yeah.
that might hinder things, especially mod-wise. But other than that, yeah, it'd be.
I was trying to not make this doomer.
I'm just saying that's really the only realistic thing I could think of that would actually like have him
fake.
fumble.
Sega, actually clip this. Sega, stop it with the de novo stuff.
Please.
Please. No one likes it. It's not helping you at all. Stop.
They're like, well then stop pirating it.
Stop pirating.
Shut up. Make the game cheaper.
Put stuff in Humble Bundle like you already always do.
Yeah.
God. Oh, sorry.
I think it's MM's turn now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Go ahead,
I'm
Evan.
very hyped for it. It's going to be, like I said, my first time.
He was in the last episode too.
Oh, wait, yeah. Well, any other additional
it's
thoughts compared to last time?
Any thoughts? I'm kind of interested in the new Doom powers that Shadows has.
It's Splatoon powers.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It is Splatoon. Yeah, it's
One of the
Splatoon powers.
surfing one, my immediate thought was Splatoon.
Oh my god.
He's surfing through the freaking paint. Splatoon.
And then, I'm kind of excited for what's it called? I saw Metal Overlord, and I was excited for that.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
amazing choice, by the way. So glad they did
It's
that.
one of my favorite boss fights. It's
Yeah.
replaying it. It's God. Maybe it's
It might
because I'm older.
still be one of my favorite boss fights of all time, to be
Yeah.
honest.
For which one?
Metal Overlord.
The only thing that sucks about it is literally the first phase of it.
The
Metal
doing the
Madness.
teams and
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
Metal Madness.
getting to the
Well,
good stuff.
I'm wondering what led them to have Shadow have that be his additional boss fight.
Well, because if they're going through each era, like what else could they have picked from GameCube era?
well, are we gonna get the Black Doom fight from Shadow?
We
I'm
Better.
sure we will.
better.
If he's fighting Black
the
Doom,
fucking
then they're about
yo,
to fight.
they could have had him, Sonic, and what was it, the Gun Commander?
The Sonic boss fight
Yeah.
with the gun commander.
Where Sonic goes, damn. I don't know if my heart could.
Antimatter
I don't know if
cannon.
my heart could take that. Hearing him
no,
say, "Damn
I
it,
just
kid."
realized the one boss I don't want. Freaking roulette, freaking Eggman. And
The egg wheel, is it called egg wheeler? What is that? What it's called? The casino machine
Oh,
Oh
when he's
my God.
wheeling around the area.
it's both the easiest and hardest boss fight at the same
That
time.
boss fight is so funny.
I will say, if Mad
so
Matrix
dumb.
is added, I'm
Oh, it's
gonna
the egg
fucking
dealer.
blast. I'm gonna chaos blast for my cock. It's gonna be insane. That's my all-time favorite Shadow-related
Oh my
stage.
God. I didn't see any gameplay if they did, but if they don't have his freaking was it Chaos Blast the
They
explosion?
didn't
that he
show
does?
Chaos
They
Blast.
don't have chaos blast, but he has like a bunch
If
of other.
he doesn't
has a lot
have
of Doom
it,
powers.
that's kind of a crime. Not gonna lie, Chaos Blast is iconic.
Yeah, that better be
I don't
part
know
of the
if
new
I-
powers.
Yeah.
Clip
don't
this
know.
too. Izuka, whoever. I really hope you were saving that for a nice surprise. There's no way you're gonna finally give Shadow actual gameplay and you forget Chaos
Oh,
Blast.
he could have fight. Who was the other from 06? The
Mephiles?
yeah,
Oh,
that could have been a boss fight.
That would probably be a.
Honestly, yeah.
I could see that happening.
Well, I mean, I don't know if they're gonna. I might be thinking too hard about this, but the whole time
Because we're for sure getting BioLizard at some point. Because it was already in the DS version,
Yeah.
but it was just with Sonic for some reason.
Shout outs to people that don't know that version of the game exists.
It has the best version of that special stage theme.
Yeah.
I don't know why it's only on DS.
Good
That's
question.
the only version of the game my brother generation, my younger brother.
They haven't played the 360 or other version?
Okay, so you guys know about my family's distaste with the Xbox, starting with the 3 Rings of Death and everything. This
Well,
was back-
I mean, yeah, but
Yeah, that's
Don't
why we don't
break
have
your
an
Xbox.
That's why we don't have an Xbox. That's why we never had an Xbox.
After
Emem's
that
life
3
is
Rings
so
of Death,
trash.
again, Microsoft.
Cooked alert.
And then I kid
actually,
you not,
wait, it was on PS3, wasn't it?
What?
Generations?
Yes, I had it
Yeah,
on
it was.
PS3.
Yeah.
It was very
I didn't know
janky.
that. I thought it was
Because
only
you
on
gotta
Xbox.
remember, if there was ever a console game, it was almost
PlayStation
always
had the
worst.
worst.
Almost every the whole FGC, that whole 09er era was all 360 for
Yeah,
a specific
that's
reason.
also true. Well, all right, you get a pass.
I'm pretty much getting
That's where the
a
meme of
pass for
PlayStation has no
philosophy.
game started. It was with PS3, and then PS5 made it a
PS3?
reality.
The
freaking
PS3, really?
Matt.
Okay, so you got, but yeah, good luck trying to ask my dad to play his PS3, because back then, I asked him, "Can I play your PS3?" And he'd be like,
Fuck
he would
off,
give me
kid.
that look. He would give me that look. That look was like,
oh my God. Ronald sounded like a car trying to start.
Sorry, your life is truly tragic, and I'm so sorry.
nah, you guys don't have to say.
How many
trash, just say
players
that's
got it
rough,
hard
buddy.
out here in these streets, bro?
They chose this life.
Just say that's rough, buddy.
That's rough, but
It's rough.
All right, before we start crying, I think it's time for the big one. Before MM tells us
wait.
about how he
Your,
broke every bone in his body by breathing.
The pin tweet we're gonna come back to, or what?
Oh, that'll be after. That'll be the bonus.
Oh. Well, closing thoughts, MM, or if there's anything different from what you said before, anything other closing thoughts?
Honestly, no, nothing really different. I mean, just excited for the game to come out, ready to tackle
Matt?
Metal Overlord
Oh, I know.
again after a long time. So yeah. Also, I wonder if they got. I would know that there's probably gonna be like new characters or like some characters in Shadow's story. I hope like you guys said, there would be like more to like the DLC, more to Shadow's story of Sonic Shadow Generations. Because if it's, I would think that it would be it'll be as long as the original Sonic Generations would be. That's my guess. So.
Here's
Yep.
hoping.
Yep.
Black Doom stuff is required. Hopefully some more dialogue or at least interaction. Other character interactions we'll kind of have to see, because the last time we even got Shadow interaction with other characters was Forces. I never even finished episode Shadow, but I did see some of the like cutscenes and stuff. I don't know. We'll have to see what they do, especially since Generations is like a mixed bag of like Sonic history and character interaction. We'll have to see.
Wait, imagine Shadow and Maria. Imagine Maria's the playable character, or like Maria's like.
What, like
I get to run away from being shot.
Wait, no, you mean the wait, there were two stages in Shadow the Hedgehog where Maria was technically playable.
Yeah, because the whole game technically has like pseudo co-op.
Yeah, it was the Doom and actually it was the Doom and the Ark. I don't know. There's two Maria stages that everyone hates because it's a giant maze that like takes half an hour.
The Ark.
Yeah,
It's literally called the Ark.
No, I don't remember, but I know what part. It's the Ark where you have to find all
the fake chaoses.
Yeah.
And to be fair, it is rightful that Sonic fans hate those stages. I love the music, but those are like the top 5 longest Sonic stages.
I also like
You wanna
how
know
like
what my time used to be?
Oh god.
My best time on that stage was
Best
after remembering where everybody was.
What?
23 minutes,
That
because I would
dang.
always get lost.
That's still better than me.
The first time I beat it was more than an hour.
God.
I never got better than half an hour, not gonna lie.
I think it took me 3 hours to beat that.
I also like in Shadow, like one of the Ark missions, or like one of the more like touching parts. It was one of the Black Doom boss fights. Vector's there for some reason.
Vector's probably one of the worst characters you could have when Shadow has an existential crisis, and Vector's just there, find the computer room
looking
memes,
for money.
trying to pay rent.
Where's the money? That's the mental breakdown.
And Vector's like, where am I getting paid?
Are you okay, Shadow?
Yeah, it was pretty funny. Though that game has one of my best renditions of the Ark too.
See, well, again, actually, is this the pinned tweet that we're gonna refer back to talking about the game?
It's half of it, but let's. I think it's time to get into the real draw. Why is everyone's here?
Okay.
I think it's movie time.
Wait, Sonic 3
Yes.
speculations and
Oh,
stuff?
absolutely, yeah.
Oh my God,
We
okay.
got it. Didn't we not get it like 2 days after the last episode? It was like 2 or 3 days.
Actually, wait, was it MM or Riley that basically said that this
It
was
was
probably
Riley.
gonna happen?
Yeah.
We
It didn't
did the podcast, and the trailer came right after, so now we gotta talk about it.
Okay, so just to start with the trailer.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh my fucking god, I'm so fucking excited. Like, oh my goodness. I was so hyped.
It's
And hearing Keanu Reeves, even though he just sounds like Keanu Reeves, hearing
it's a
that
perfect voice choice.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like hearing him talk.
You're a colorful bunch.
Yeah, it was perfect. Although immediately I started thinking about Cyberpunk
And the
2077
freaking
memes.
meme you said.
Yes, the freaking. But oh my god,
Good
there's
choice,
so much,
though, honestly.
There's just so much to talk about it, but I don't want to take it up because I have so many theories.
Well, I
and so
mean, your
many stuff.
turn's first, so honestly, just go in.
Okay,
We'll try and keep up.
For the first part of it is the fact that Gerald
Is
alive.
Dude, they got some explaining to do.
I'm pretty sure he could be a hallucination. It could be that he is alive, and this is what's going to lead to the Eggman discovering the Ark.
It could not be Gerald and be his. Well, he said Papa.
No, he said Pop Pop.
Oh, okay.
Would be like a nickname for a grandpa.
Yeah, it's his grandfather.
So, which that would also be kind of cool if they're just like, oh yeah, because they never really addressed it. They just keep saying Maria's his granddaughter. Like it'd be perfect to be like, oh yeah, your sister. Like,
And that's
oh,
his dad instead.
or something like that. Yeah, But the thing that gets me, and I'm not gonna lie, I kind of stole this a little bit from Twitter and all this other stuff and TikTok and all that. I really want the giant space lizard, but
It's got to happen.
But the thing that people have been saying is that since Eggman gets the quill, and since Gerald is there, who worked on Shadow and created Shadow, that the final boss fight isn't going to be versus the giant lizard, but rather it's going to be versus Metal Sonic.
This would be the segue where they make Metal Sonic.
Yes, that not only do they make Metal Sonic because he gets the quill and Gerald and everything, and Robotnik's just like, I finally have what I need to make my ultimate being.
Grandfather and son bonding on successfully building the clone.
Exactly, and then you have it where that's the reason why Shadow teams up with Sonic, not because of anything else. He's gonna remember all the stuff from Maria and all that, but make it so that way Gerald, instead of him being, I messed up, the government's here, they're gonna kill Maria, or no, Gerald ended up doing something that got Maria killed, and then that's why Shadow wants to go against Metal Sonic with Sonic, because it's like, oh, you're another one of Gerald's thing. I'm gonna freaking kill Gerald. Like,
I'm glad you said that because there's, I keep forgetting their tag, but there's a Sonic fan artist that they do a lot of the human versions of like Sonic characters. Y'all have probably seen it. I'll maybe be able to link it or something. But they did an art example of like Shadow despising Eggman because of likely involvement maybe of what happens to Maria. But that would be another thing that adds to like the potential layers of character development here and what creates the like final conflict. There is great potential here.
yeah,
For some dramatic stuff.
And then honestly, I like everything. Honestly, the one thing, there's only, okay.
You have some concerns?
There's several things that need to happen in this movie. One,
Oh.
I need freaking City Escape. And I don't care if it's Sonic or Shadow, because if it's with Shadow, I think that would be the funniest freaking thing. Seeing edgy ass Shadow trying to escape San Francisco with City Escape in the freaking background while there's gun freaking chasing after him and everything.
Oh, that'd be a
But I
funny
need City
rendition.
Escape, and I absolutely need both Sonic and Shadow to go super from the Chaos Emeralds
Mandatory.
with Live and Learn in the background.
Mandatory.
And I honestly want it with the giant space lizard because I literally hyped up my own kids, telling them, like, imagine them just running down a corridor. They get to a certain point, they go super, they fly out to space, and a giant fight in a giant space lizard whose butt is pierced by the moon's nose.
This is how you described it for your kid.
Yes, but
See, I can't. Well, I mean, lucky you, regardless, because I've been very behind on like exposing Aimee to the Sonic franchise as a whole. So I can't even. Well, I could try to hype this up for her, but I want her to like experience the games and get context. I might need to just speed run Adventure 2 with her.
Well, in fact, sorry to cut in. We got to continue our playthrough, and that was the
we-
last game we left off.
That's what we should have been doing all
So-
this time.
shoot, I bought freaking Sonic Adventure 2 on Steam so that way my kids can play it. They've been playing it.
Okay, good.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, we could.
Debating.
Sorry, I can't stand that version, but
I know.
it might better than nothing.
Oh, well, for those who don't know, we've done some Sonic Adventure 2 locals. GameCube version's mandatory. Don't run tournaments on
PC.
anything else.
Honestly, I think I might even take the janky ass PS3 one while like I'm running on
GameCube
butter.
GameCube was a very superior console.
Yeah, we learned the hard way. Don't
Oh
try
my
to run
fucking
tournaments
God.
on PC Sonic Adventure 2.
You can't even freaking emulate GameCube properly.
Some games require that proprietary hardware.
Yeah, seriously.
But anyway, yeah, I'm in the same boat. I can't say this is fumble proof because we have seen some of them, the things they dropped the ball on, like music and whatnot.
All
But
of it.
there are mandatory things that they cannot afford to miss with the execution of this movie.
Okay.
Iconic stuff.
Yes, like we need absolutely. Like I'm happy that they already said that Crush Ford is going to be in it for Live and Learn. At
Yes.
minimum, Live and Learn is definitely in the movie.
Oh,
But-
yes. Humanity is saved.
But they can easily fumble it by putting Live and Learn in the wrong spot.
Put it during the city escape section.
Oh my fucking God.
No.
Oh Lord.
Oh,
Whoa.
frick. Sorry. Hold up. There we go. Knocking on
Whoa.
wood.
let me get that coping out of your body right now. because they've already confirmed it. But okay, so afterward on the song's inclusion, following a chat with Johnny Gioli, the lead singer of Crush 40, and one of the voices that has helped power Sonic's music for decades, he spells out plainly, "I have indeed signed a deal with Paramount for song placement. However, how Live and Learn will appear is still a mystery. Quote, how they will use it is strictly up to them," Gioli said. "Paramount now has legal right to use Live and Learn in any manner they feel necessary." End quote. So there you go.
Because I mean,
This is no longer fumble proof.
yeah,
No.
like
It's slipping.
they've listened to fans so well, and I'm
They
like,
have,
to
yeah.
the fact that Sonic went from looking like complete ass to looking very proper, to the point that like I've seen someone even put that shot from the trailer, Knuckles, Sonic, and Tails all together, and they gamified them. They gave freaking Sonic the unit eye, and they freaking made Knuckles a little bit more like, they've gamified them. And the movie version looks a little bit better than the gamified version.
Yeah, honestly, I think I've said it before, but I vibe with movie Sonic and how well they've handled things now heavily, to the point where, no lie, there are a lot of aspects of the movies that I want to become a standard for the games. Like, Idris Elba glazing aside, like, even down to their designs. I love the movie designs, like, as they are now.
They're faithful. I mean, Knuckles has Tim's, and they're still his red shoes.
Lego Tims.
Like,
The Lego. Yeah.
Lego
like
Tim.
he literally has, like, in the movie, like, I can't say they're exactly Tim's, but in the show and in the movie, they're Tim's. Like,
Yeah, you could buy, like, you could buy
these
these.
shoes, but they look so faithful. Like,
Yeah.
like, honestly, freaking Sonic looks like he has freaking some Skechers shoes, like mine.
They literally
but
came out with Sonic movie shoes.
They came out with the Pumas.
They're super expensive.
Yeah.
It's like the fact that like everything about them looks proper. Like even freaking Shadow's freaking boost boots, they looked so
when
proper.
he took off into the air to freaking
The fact that he's using the rocket boots.
That
not
reminded me
as
of a
just
conversation
skates, but
we had.
Actual rockets.
I remember a conversation we had way back in 8th grade. We were
What?
like, no, I was telling her, like, he's not really that fast because he has rockets. You're like, no, bro, it's from the friction from his feet coming out of his bottom, making the thrust.
Honestly, that's because my ass was thinking that he was actually running and that he was just sliding like fucking. As
So when I
Miller
saw
freaking
Fly,
trying to
I'm
do
like,
crimes.
oh my god, let me go back in time just to be like, ha, you're fucking wrong,
I
dumbass
mean,
kid.
we were both. I was wrong about freaking Link beating Samus too. So I mean, we can
It was
go
just
back to all.
it was just great, but that was more of a gentleman's discussion. The other one was just like, that sounds dumb.
well, and that came up in Discord. I mean, I don't know if some of y'all saw that came up in Discord where the homie was asking questions about Shadow's speed versus Sonic speed.
I
And
need to find the comic
can he run?
that it's
and
from,
stuff.
but specifically,
Oh.
Shadow states himself that
And to answer the question in there, yes, with a hard R, he can say it.
yes, yeah.
for giving Keanu Reeves the pass.
Well, as long as he's Shadow, he's black.
I'll say get to me last for the Shadow take, because I definitely have nothing bad to say, but I definitely have questions that
So
need
save
to
it
be
for last.
posed.
Well, then
Yeah.
Alpha Gray,
Yeah,
Any
let me
closing
just
thoughts?
my closing thoughts on it is just the thing that really gets me is that the first movie and the second movie, they did a lot of their own individual takes on how to do stuff, and I'm perfectly fine with it. Especially like they've changed Eggman extremely different. Like he's very different. I love the
He's
way
a
Jim
believable
Carrey-
human being,
Exactly.
to be honest.
He is an insane man, but it's Jim Carrey, so I can believe the insanity while also the genius.
Jim Carrey was a little too good of a pick.
Yes, honestly, and they let him have fun.
Yeah.
Like, the fact that I actually laugh at a stupid floss joke in the second movie tells me, like, okay, he's actually like.
Jim Carrey is really good. Like, I know I was like saying you can't really top Mike Pollock, but Jim Carrey to me is the next best thing. He's
But-
such a good Eggman.
It's just so many times I've seen where the first two movies are good, and because they get up their own ass, everything starts falling apart. And Shadow being in here, Shadow has the potential to just make this a perfect, fine movie. I thought, honestly, the best way they could have done the movie is just do Sonic Adventure 2 from beginning to effing end, change out certain things, make it that way. Eggman's not saying that he misses his wife. But essentially, like, take out some of the things. You don't need Rouge to Bat. You don't need, like, you can take out some individual pieces, but keep Space Colony Arc,
The core
Eggman
stuff,
freaking
yeah.
trying to blow up the planet, messing up, Large Lizard, Live and Learn. Like, you can do a very good
You
movie.
summed up all the important things just
Yeah.
like that. It's not that hard, Paramount.
Yeah, exactly. Like, just follow a basis and you're good. The fact that it doesn't quite look like Sonic Adventure 2 makes me afraid that
Concerning?
it's going to freaking not be right. Like, we're going to need a Sonic 4, and I don't want a Sonic 4 to finish off
Yeah, I
Shadow.
don't want them to like. Oh, okay, you can do things in a way where you leave the potential to continue it if you want to. But side note, this is where I think it's actually really good when actors will straight out come out and say, "I don't want to do another thing unless it's a good idea." So Paramount, Ian. Oh, actually, I forgot. Did they get Ian Flynn again, or who? Did they like?
I don't
For
think Ian Flynn is writing.
For writing for this?
Yeah, I don't.
I don't
think
need to
he's
double
writing.
check that.
Oh, well, whoever. Like, you can try and do setup to where you have a nice self-encompassing thing, but leave potential for a Sonic 4, but don't overdo it.
Yeah.
He literally just gave you the blueprint for a Sonic Adventure 2 abridged.
Yeah.
Just follow it.
Like again, just Shadow pops up. You show a little bit of his past, especially like Escape from Prison Island. You explain Maria. You get the arc. I don't care if it's half of the moon or not, even though technically Eggman destroyed the planet by blowing up half the moon.
I forgot if it was confirmed or not, but that like giant ship that comes out of the ocean, that is supposed to be the Ark, right?
Okay, it looked like it could be, but
Yeah,
it
I
also
mean, like
looked
it's small, but it's still like the size of a portion of the city.
Sorry, somewhat interjection. I'm looking up to see the writing credits. I did find something kind of related to one of our last topics. So Ian Flynn says that technically Sonic Prime is canon, but again, because of the 06 debacle, that it wiped itself out.
Deleting
so
itself
it doesn't
from the
matter.
timeline?
But he said if he
God.
had to place it somewhere, it takes place after Advance 3.
The frick?
Yeah, that sounds
Yeah.
okay. That sounds about right. That sounds.
So
about right.
continue. I'm still looking. I'm still looking.
You just
Yeah,
gave me
it just-
questions.
it just worries me that
There's some things. Well, don't quote me on it, but I thought I had heard that might be the arc for this movie.
Yeah,
That, like,
that's what I
giant
kind of
ship
thought
thing.
too. Okay, but just my last thing. The one thing I just want at the end is I don't want movie 4 to feature Silver. Everyone's like, oh yeah, it's probably gonna be Silver. We're probably gonna get a future Trunks type of thing. No. If you're gonna do different world, don't do future. Do alternate timeline and introduce Blaze.
Yeah, and actually, yeah, you don't even need to overcomplicate it because they already did it with Sonic and Tails and Knuckles. They're doing the ring portals thing of it's just different worlds in this world. You don't even have to make it a time thing.
Exactly, and that's what I'm saying. Like, if we tease another character, like of course we got tease Tails, we got tease Shadow last movie. If you tease another character, the person coming out of that portal
It's no
better
use.
be Blaze, or I swear to God, just because it'd be the best memery ever, Big the Cat.
That'd be great.
But no tail. I mean, no Silver. Like
Big would fit
five
so
heads
well
rolling.
into like the human humor dynamic stuff that like happens off and on in these movies. But yeah, well, this also kind of ties into like fan art stuff and somebody I always see on Twitter. But if you ever had an opportunity for the Silver Blaze comeback, now's your time, probably.
Yeah, but that kind of ends my thoughts on it.
Okay.
It looks like he is credited as a writer for Sonic 3. He's also
Ian Flynn?
credited for writing on Shadow Generations.
Ian Flynn?
Yes.
Yeah, I know he's
Wartime?
credited for Generation
Yeah.
for Shadow.
Mm-hmm. Generations and the little prequel animations. Okay, so
Ian Flynn has yet to miss, aside from like
also
all the
okay, so
Twitter stuff he
now
has to
now it's
address.
confirmed. I thought I heard 6 episodes, 3 episodes.
The animation.
Yeah.
As we learned with freaking James Gunn, Twitter doesn't count if you're a good storyteller.
Yeah.
Fair.
Honestly, like you could say some weird stuff on Twitter as long as it's not abhorrently terrible, and you'll still be a good storyteller. Like very big tangent. I cannot wait for the DC movies because everything that freaking James Gunn is saying, it just tickles my nerd nuts.
As long as things can like be believable, or just like be executed well, then hey, do whatever.
All right, which one of these two want to go next?
Well, if we're gonna have you last, we'll go to Allstate next.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. In my take for this trailer, it was beautiful. Even before the trailer, they were teasing that it was going to drop in like the next 30-something hours, at 6 a.m., so I kept my eye out on it. And then immediately they show the boy they show the boy's shadow on the video thumbnail.
Yeah.
And I gotta say, it visually looks he visually looks good, like a little too good. Because, like, what this man when I mean he looks good, dude. Like his quills have quills. You can
Exactly.
see how amazing it
Very
visually
textured.
looks.
Oh, his design is so good.
Exactly.
You know what would have been sick if they would have looked like you know how they're super glossy and look like bubblegum in Heroes?
Yeah.
I would have popped the
Yeah.
fuck off.
It's just like they look like extremely glossy to it, like.
Well, Shadow's glossy in some of the trailer because he literally comes out of like a wet test tube.
Well, I will say, I'm sorry to just piggyback on it. One of my favorite things about the design of Shadow is if you notice when he like charges up, only the red part of his quills charge up. Everything else stays black, and
Yeah.
it just looks so good.
Yep.
Very.
It's like, oh my lord! And on top of that, dude, Keanu, yes, the perfect voice, and it's like what I would say, the perfect casting for Shadow was Keanu's perfect because to this movie it's kind of like what the Robert Downey to Tony Stark.
Yeah.
So it's like up there, like because if you show us Shadow voicing or Keanu voicing Shadow, then there's no one else that can replace this already.
And Keanu's voice is like aside from the roles where he has like more of the like slightly snarky tone, but for the most part, Keanu voice is like the brooding, slightly gruff voice, right? Like,
Yes.
Yep, and it fits just like a shoe for Shadow, or in this case, fits just like a hover boot.
yeah, like we said before, honestly, I think the movie voice choices have been like just on point across the board.
Yeah, and excuse me. And though, dude, can we talk about the head nod to the famous Akira slide they had to put in this?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing! Like,
I
they
didn't
had
even
to, like, whoever
expect
thought about
Shadow
that,
to have a motorcycle. They did it anyway.
I
Dude,
hope he has a gun. Oh, no.
technically needs to have a gun.
Yep, it's the rules.
If he's
Yo, what if he just drops a disgusting black creatures line?
oh my god.
I'm doing a backflip in the theater.
No.
Like what you did for Andrew Garfield.
Yes, no. But the best thing would be is that like they actually like go into the memes of it where he's like notices some sort of like creature thing. You can maybe even tease Black Doom like in his backstory and everything. All I need is him to say disgusting black creatures only for some like literal like black cops there or something like what the fuck did you just say?
It's like doing like
The
they look at each other for, like, a
opportunity
split second.
here to go on like what was that Dragon Ball Super episode?
Oh yeah, don't shoot.
Oh, like, go to
don't
black.
This man isn't black. What?
That's be pretty gnarly.
The opportunities they have to like go in on like community memery is honestly dangerous, but they could make it happen and it would be hilarious.
It's gonna be a very memeable movie. I can't wait.
And well, I mean, again, with like the past couple movies, they're like humor-wise, they've mostly hit. Well, humor and references-wise, they've mostly hit the mark. So here's hoping, at least for me, anyway.
Oh, absolutely. And like what? Not even like 2 hours from the trailer being released, there was already like online gifts being made for this shit, dude.
Yeah.
Like, you see the entire comment
The
section
fan
on
art
these posts.
alone.
The AMVs, the freaking. I saw one of the best fake movie posters I've ever seen, where it's it's Shadow literally doing the Akira slide. They added extra sparks, so you have 3 lines to be like the Roman numeral 3, and of course Sonic. Like it was one of those things. Like, how is this not an actual movie poster? Like this is so perfect. Like
Nice talk, dude. Yeah, I thought it was genuine also.
People are
Honestly, you wanna
quick,
pick that,
dude.
but-
Oh, always.
Oh, they really are.
It's them and the Pokemon hentai artist. Can't be beat.
oh my god, I know.
Frame one.
The fastest people known to man.
Fastest.
Oh,
freaking pen in the
and
West.
cosplayers.
Oh yeah.
Cosplayer is like the second fastest, but like when Pokemon Scarlet and Violet dropped and that freaking Ice Gym leader was there, the
Oh, yeah.
amount of freaking porn that was drawn before they realized it was a man, like
Yeah.
They literally drew the person so fast and made like big momokers, all this other stuff, and then 1 hour later they said it was a man. It's like, well, it's too late. There's all this woman art of this man now.
Well,
Well-
now we're continuing.
So gotta write it out now.
It's like, well, we were a little too fast.
People are too fast. But the
yeah.
Shadow fan art, at least, has been pretty darn cool, honestly. I hope this movie delivers.
Absolutely. When it goes on Blu-ray and DVD, shit, you already know I'm grabbing that.
Oh, absolutely.
This might be the first time I watch a Sonic movie in theaters. If I ever decided
what?
Have you not watched them in theaters this whole time?
Oh
I
my
shouldn't be
God.
surprised by him saying this,
at the
but
time, I was helping. Well, let's see, Sonic. When did the first Sonic movie
Wait,
come
yeah,
out?
how long ago did the first movie come out?
Oh, it was a while
Like
it was a
ago,
little while ago.
and it got delayed, of course, by like half a year
Yeah.
because of the. I mean,
The
I was gonna say
design
reshoot.
and
2020.
well, the design and COVID,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
ugly Sonic.
Yeah, COVID. I don't think.
It was
could've
2020,
went-
by the way.
God dang, it's been 4 years since the first movie.
Yeah.
2022. When did that one come out? 2022. I think I was in Vegas at the time, so I just
2022, yeah.
I just missed out. So
Bless you.
Okay.
Well,
But
So yeah, it's
Yeah.
just
Should
me
we
just
see it?
missing out on the movies and everything. But because I was in Vegas and stuff, and I had to help
You ain't got movies in
family
Vegas,
get
bro?
get the Christmas
gambling all
presents
day?
and everything.
I'm telling you right now, if you don't see the movie in theaters, you are banned from even watching the
No.
podcast episode we do.
Honestly, here's the thing. Here's the stipulation for it though. If you're gonna see it in movie theaters, and I feel like that's what we have to do too, like together.
Yes.
You have to see it late night, opening night, like the midnight release if you have to. Because if you go the next day, on the weekend, you're gonna get a bunch of kids. You're
Yeah,
not gonna be able to
well,
pop off.
I already know you already know, and I hope my wife can hear me in the other room. I know for a fact that she is not gonna want to go with a bunch of kids. So either we need to see it immediately opening night, or
Yep.
we need to see it on like a
weekday.
Tuesday,
Yes.
2:30 p.m. somehow.
But no, because here's the thing. Like, if you want the Sonic fan to get the Sonic fandom experience, because here's the funny thing. This is what happened with Avengers Infinity War Endgame. I watched that like multiple times, late at night, like opening weekend, like everything. Like, there were a lot of fans that react. You got the reactions you wanted, the screams, the cheers when everything big was
Yes.
happening. You're going to get all the Sonic fans at the very first showing because you're going to get the screams, the
You're gonna
cheers.
get the
You're going to
weird
get
kids.
yeah, you're going to get all the people who are like singing the live and learn. If you go the next day and you get all the kids, you're just going to get a bunch of people being booed at and freaking popcorn thrown at them because they're freaking nerds.
Going and screaming
You're gonna
and
get those Shadow fans bringing their MP5s to cock bags.
the
Oh, they got some ads. Okay, fuck.
excessive giggling.
oh,
Yeah, hopefully we can all get the appropriate experience. Well, there is a release date now.
It was
December
December 20th, if I
something.
remember correctly.
December 20th.
That's 2 days before my wife's birthday.
Hey,
Well,
birthday
Way
canceled.
fast.
So if they cancel, Sonic must endure.
It's
I
Sonic
think
Week.
that weekend we were gonna go on a trip anyway. But so wait, December 20th. What weekday is that? Is that a Thursday?
It should be December
When's the-
20th.
when's the-
Oh, that's a
Fourth?
Friday.
But they'll probably have
Friday?
early showings on Thursday.
God, wait, that's a Friday.
Oh, actually, we might be saved because I forgot Mufasa, the Disney movie's coming out that same day.
Oh, yeah.
All the kids are
Oh, yeah,
going to that.
Mufasa.
All right.
All the Disney parents are going to take their kids to
wonder
that.
how
They might
that-
be safe.
I wonder how that's gonna pan out.
Mom, I want to see Sonic Movie 3.
'Cause
We're
No,
going to watch Mufasa.
we're gonna watch Mufasa.
Mufasa.
I don't think anyone
Well,
ever
what the
likes
heck?
these quote-unquote live-action Disney movies, but they sell so well.
Well,
Because like parents
The
are taking
Little
their kids to see
Mermaid
it.
was okay. I don't know some of my thoughts on that movie. It was okay, maybe. I
The
don't
only
know.
two live actions that I actually can find enjoyment are Aladdin.
Oh wait, no, Aladdin was good actually.
Yeah, like because even
Aladdin
though
was
it
good.
was remade, like they it was fun. Like they changed some things, and it wasn't like yeah, I mean yes, but it wasn't terrible. Like
Will Smith was a good genie.
Yeah,
honestly.
he was a decent genie. Like it doesn't help that he didn't have to stand up to Robin Williams, but he was a decent genie.
You wipe his shoes off before going in the house.
And freaking Little Mermaid, that's another one, but that one's like almost a 1-for-1 except for the races. That's it.
Well,
In the new songs.
well, and I know everyone like despises what's her name, Aquafina,
She's
being
annoying
in, like,
as
anything.
fuck.
Well, she's like the voice of Scuttle. She's supposed to be like
Yeah, no,
a
it's
goofy
like
freaking voice.
Little Mermaid was just Little Mermaid. There was nothing to complain about. It was good because the actress, I cannot remember her name, she sings really well.
Yeah, she's actually saying
like,
good.
and that's the most important part with Ariel for the most part. Like, if she can't sing, Jesus Christ, if you gave me like freaking the worst, if you gave me Jennifer Lopez, because there's that whole thing where it turns out she's been lip syncing this whole time. If you get somebody who's so terrible at singing as Ariel, then you failed as a movie. You need to get a good singer.
But how do we think this Mufasa movie will
Oh, it's gonna be
stand
shit.
up? I mean, it's gonna be shit. But
I haven't even seen a trailer. I had no intention of watching.
Do you think it's gonna be? You think it's gonna take away any potential earnings from?
It's going to get.
Sonic?
It's going to take away all the stupid parents.
More
And
likely.
Sonic is going to reign supreme because everybody wants to see.
Because this is
Shadow.
the first time out of the three, I think it's gone up against something like this big, or at least a Disney property.
Yeah, that's
Because the only other bad thing about going against Disney movies is that like Disney will strong arm multiple projectors, multiple like stadiums. They do it all the time.
They do.
For anything Disney wise, so I just hope that doesn't happen where they try to strong arm a theater to be like, hey, we need more screens for Mufasa.
Honestly, Mufasa is probably going to get MPX, or the IMAX or whatever it does.
Oh, who
But
cares?
when the freaking box office goes, they're going to get strong arm because the theater's going to be like, no, why am I going to freaking sell $15 tickets for this basic screening when I can charge them $30 to watch IMAX? No, we're putting Sonic on the IMAX.
And
Sonic is
I
in
would.
4DX also in format.
Oh my god. 40X.
Yeah, in that poster,
they're gonna make our chairs spin.
It's 4DX is one of the showing.
I want to feel a spin dash.
On your
And
balls.
then
Feel
thrown out the chair.
POV spin down. I would like to hope and assume also that the influx of like non 8 to 12-year-olds and Disney parents, I think that would be offset by all of the like Sonic fans that would see it in the extended time period. Oh shit! Hi, God. Yeah, he can open doors.
Oh fuck! Sorry, we just got
Did he
attacked
close
by a
that?
cat.
Well, I'm about to get
shit.
assaulted by a cat right now.
No, yeah, our cat can open doors, and I didn't lock it, so he has come back into the room.
You heard us talking about Mufasa.
He heard. He's gonna go see it.
But no, the movie probably isn't fumble-proof, but personally, I doubt it would be overshadowed by something like Mufasa. If
hope.
it does, I might actually be speechless.
Because it probably will all come down to the marketing too. Because
Critically speaking, the Sonic movie will be more than likely received better. I'm just more so worried about like getting the butts in seats. And because I can totally see Disney being like, yeah, we're gonna take way more times, we're gonna take up way more stadiums.
Well, because if anything, wouldn't Disney take the times for all the kids anyway? Like,
No, because Disney knows that Disney knows that the reason why they're even making the remakes,
There's also dumb
It's
millennials
because
who are like,
of the-
OMG, I want.
yeah, it's because the adults, the millennials,
Son
the
of a
nostalgia.
frick.
Like why do you think even though like across the board people are just annoyed with the live actions, they keep doing
They
the live
keep
actions
doing
because they're like, oh, we're gonna get people who love these old movies and just want to see
And
if it's
this is
better.
gonna be an uphill fight with something that's like no one fucking cares about. Like this isn't like some like Disney Renaissance era of a movie that's dropping. You know, it's just another dumb prequel. 'Cause no one really cared about. No one likes
it's
the live
nostalgia
action remake, but it made over $1 billion. These, you want to talk about fumble proof? It's these dumb. I'm using quotation marks heavily. Live action Disney remakes.
Yeah.
They're
It's
all
pure
fumble
nostalgia
proof.
bait.
They're all
Yeah,
like grossly like made profit.
Yeah, 'cause-
in the millions and billions.
Lion King was just like, of course I want to rather watch the animated movie. There's actually animation on the freaking face. I'm not gonna look at that cat right now sing to me and be entertained. That's what that
gonna
movie
be
is.
weird.
But yeah, I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. But no, I'm not gonna introduce.
Oh fuck!
Don't be
God, you're
sorry.
about to beat the
Good.
shit out of me for saying that.
Well, you brought up animation, but you also just made me remember how much I despise Lightyear.
I didn't even see that. I don't
Sorry,
find
I
that.
actually really like
I'm the
your cat's
wrong
gonna choke
person.
itself. Here's why I'm about to
God,
end it.
I don't want to go on a tangent, but Lightyear, I did not like that movie, but this is because of how I am with movies
Why?
thematically.
Because someone was gay in the movie or something like that.
No, you trying to get me, kid?
right.
I don't know
No.
anything other than like
TLDR,
like
thematically.
Buzz sucks a cock or something. What happens?
No, thematically, to
he
me,
might have.
Lightyear felt unnecessary and like kind of a lie. Because the whole thing of this is supposed to be Andy's movie of what got him into Buzz. No, it wasn't. This wasn't even a kid's movie.
Yeah,
Lightyear was not a kid's movie.
No, you know the thing that kind of pissed me off about Lightyear is the fact that they had a blueprint already. Because have you seen Buzz Lightyear Star Command, the TV show?
Oh, it was so
Dude,
good.
That TV show's so good.
That
Like,
TV show was base as
They
fuck.
had.
They could have just did that.
They could have literally
Yeah.
made where a Space Ranger is essentially a Green Lantern. Like, come on, that's like,
And they didn't. They did a dark existential movie.
yeah.
And they tried to like. Never mind. I'm ranting. Okay.
No,
It's
the
a
fact
good-
that Buzz was Zurg, that's the thing that pissed me off the
And
most.
well, actually, you know what? I'm not even gonna give a spoiler warning because I don't freaking care. Again, it's the whole thing thematically of yes, I get it. You're trying to make a thing of it's okay to make mistakes, learn to embrace things and move past them, learn and whatever. But the way it was executed, it was like it's okay to make a grave mistake. You don't even need to bother trying to fix it. Just move on. This dude stranded all of civilization
Damn.
on a planet. And then when he like has the chance to like fix it with his older self, they're like, nah, bro, it's fine. Look at all the stuff that happened. Just kill your future self. It's fine. We're okay. And he kills his future self. Sorry for the spoiler, but it's just really weird thematically to me. It's really dark. Lightyear was a dark freaking movie.
And this now ends Buzz Lightyear podcast. So
Yeah, I'm
I
sorry.
know. Do
The
a Disney
point
podcast
is-
Where
in
my
the
Lightyear
future.
head's at.
The point is, the remakes, the remasters, the nostalgia bait, somehow it sells and it keeps happening. Well, actually, that's some irony that kind of ties this all together because we're freaking Sonic fans.
Exactly.
The pioneers of nostalgia bait. But I mean, well, Sega's been going in a good direction to stop doing that. They've stopped trying to shoehorn classic Sonic into everything.
So far, but
So far, anyway.
we'll see because one of their next mainline games is a remake with classic Sonic. But I mean, it makes
Well,
sense. He should be in
Generations
there.
classic Sonic was
Yeah, there was a
Fine.
reason. Yeah, unlike
What was the reason he
Forces.
was Forces? Was,
Forces
they
classic
never-
Sonic was literally pointless.
The
why
only
was he
thing was
there? How
like,
did he
haha,
get
this is
there?
actually Mania classic Sonic.
This is Mania classic Sonic. We're gonna ruin the timeline.
But anything else, or is it my turn?
Oh,
Yeah, well, just to
oh,
make
it
sure.
was-
Sorry, Allstate. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It was on me. We're talking about generate. No shit. We're talking about Shadow.
No, the movie.
All right, cool. Basically, my closing thought on that is, yeah, I'm looking forward to the movie. It looks like really well. It's hopefully they put more respect on my boy Miles Tails because he cannot catch a break from Shadow at all.
oh my god, he got rocked.
Actually, yeah. Oh, I
he
think I
wasn't
saw
even,
that
like-
meme. Shadow throwing hands with Tails in every universe.
Every universe, like, okay, yeah, cool. Knuckles tackles him. He gets handled. Tails is just existing there.
Tails didn't even do anything.
It's like he got the dynamic entry, dude. Like,
That
what
was
the
messed
fuck?
up.
But yeah, excited for the movie and looking forward to the endless possibility. I might. It's probably fake, but I remember like 2 weeks ago. I don't know if I got actually spoiled for the movie because I saw some things over here in LA while walking around a Chinese swap meet.
You saw a preview or something? Like, what do you
I
mean?
saw some.
You
I
met
saw
Shadow
some action-
IRL?
No, I saw some action figures of Sonic 3.
Oh, okay. Yeah, those are dropping.
Should we talk about? Is that a spoiler?
Nah,
or-
we're not gonna talk about it.
Wait,
Let's
what?
move on. Let's move on.
No, I'm actually interested now. What's going on?
You know what? Spoiler warning, I guess.
I guess one of the toys
It's
might spoil
potentially
something.
it's a. I'm not gonna say it, but it's like potentially might be a spoiler warning. But it was like a Sonic the Hedgehog 3 figures and stuff that didn't show in the trailers. They have figures. Yeah. I'll probably put it in the chat later on, but yeah.
Are we gonna have Justice Force with freaking discount freaking Superman, Batman, and Sonic added with Shrek?
Because companies have done
Sense
this
of right, whatever it's
before, where
called.
they actually no, Sega has done this before of spoiling things
Well, almost
through merchandise.
like if
It
anything gets a
happens all the
Lego
time.
version, it's almost always spoiled.
Yeah. I mean, the fact that freaking like for Endgame, freaking there was literally a minifigure Ant-Man. Then instead of saying Ant-Man, it said Giant Man, and it's just like, oh my god, he's gonna go big in the movie.
Why do companies do this?
Like,
They have to do that stuff all ahead of time. Like the movie's already like finished.
I mean, like the toys always gets done way before production of a movie or TV show is even done. So
Yeah, so I'm
kind of-
thinking I'm supposed to see this in here in this little
Well, see-
swap meet.
that's the thing with it. Like that's why there's so many spoilers and stuff. But sometimes you have to take it with a grain of salt because like for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the newest movie that just came out, I can't remember what it's called right now. Mutant Mayhem. There you go. The toys had technically spoiled that Baxter Stockman was going to be Superfly, but without realizing. Like people were saying that all like, oh my goodness, he's going to be freaking Superfly. I thought he was going to be like his own character and everything and all this other stuff. So they thought Ice Cube was voicing freaking Baxter Stockman.
But they already announced that like a while ago.
Well, see, but here's the thing with the toys and everything that came out before their announcement and everything.
Yeah.
But in the end, even Seth Rogen said it, like, yeah, those toys were made when we were doing the first draft of the script, and we changed that like almost immediately. So
They made the toys before the drafts were finalized?
they made the toys before the draft was even finalized.
Oh my god.
And that's
pretty
what
quick,
happened.
too.
So as much as like, yeah, no, what the toy probably was probably a spoiler, but at the same time, for all you know,
It
probably,
could not even be a spoiler anymore?
it could not even be a part of the movie in the first place.
Oh, frick.
That's the thing that sucks. Like, what's it called? They made a toy for Hulk coming out of the Hulkbuster for Infinity War because I was in the concept art. That was what they originally wanted. But in the end, they made it so that way Banner never hulked out during that movie at all. So that toy is like a what if scenario now.
The toy is just a what if
okay.
it's a lie.
Yeah, like,
If toy.
that's the thing with toys. Like they could spoil everything, or they could literally spoil not a damn thing.
Dang.
damn.
Well, come back to this in a few months.
For sure. I'm doing my take.
Dang, that's wild.
Here's my. Take your what if toys. Here's my what if money. Here you go.
I'm gonna use my what if money.
Alrighty. Well, MM was a part of the movie Tangents last time, but did you have any other thoughts to add?
After seeing the trailer, it was pretty sick. They did my boy Knuckles dirty. I'm not gonna lie, but
Twisting his-
Well, it was very on brand in character. He wanted to fight.
But still, it sucks. My boy got yeah. Feel sorry for my boy, but you know what? It's not unexpected. So
It was literally that meme of I'm about to go fight this guy. I got beat. I'm not posting that.
Oh yeah, got my ass whooped. I'm not posting that shit.
But it was on brand for Knuckles' character. So
yeah. So,
Sucks, but
I mean,
makes
I'm
sense.
kinda
Jobber the
excited
Echidna.
Chopper the
I'm kinda
Echidna.
It's like, oh, he broke my arm. He twisted his fist in the right direction.
I hope they fix that.
It's like, oh, thank you. That needed to pop.
But overall, I'm really excited for the movie. I really want to see it in theaters and everything. So, what else? Nothing. I wonder how they're gonna do like the Adventure 2 story. That's kind of something I've always wondered how they're gonna adapt it to like the movie format. But
seeing that you guys are all hyped for it, I'm pretty much hyped for it as well. So, yeah.
Cool. Well, quick question, since we've also been researching things. Who is the actor for Gerald? Is that confirmed, or is that really just also Jim
I'm
Carrey?
pretty sure
That's
that's
100%
also
Jim
Jim
Carrey.
absolutely Jim
He's
Carrey.
going full Eddie Murphy.
No, it's Blim Blair.
That was my first thought, but I didn't want to assume.
It's literally Eddie Murphy playing Eddie Murphy. Who's
You got
also
me thinking, like,
playing
who's
Eddie
Blim
Murphy.
Blair?
Yeah, did you think everyone in The Nutty Professor 2 was someone else?
I did. Growing up, I literally thought it was a different actor.
Motherfucker.
I literally
Did you
thought
really
they were
think
all-
Lindsay Lohan had a twin in The Parent Trap?
Yes.
Yes, I thought she
God
did.
damn it.
I-
Understandable. Oh, she was such a cute girl too. And then
No.
cocaine happened.
Just like if freaking I didn't realize that freaking in Forbidden Kingdom the freaking no, it wasn't Forbidden Kingdom. It was another movie where freaking Jackie Chan played two characters, and I didn't dawn on me that they're two different characters.
The one
for
that
years.
Isekai one, right, with the white kid.
Well, yeah, Forbidden Kingdom is one of them.
Oh, yeah.
No, there's another movie where freaking Jackie Chan plays two characters, and it took me forever.
Or are you talking about Jet Li and the one?
No. Those are two different people.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Because there's a lot of him in there. We should rewatch the one. It's so bad.
Let the bodies hit the floor.
The concept is cool.
The fucking.
The concept, I mean, you could have made a whole fucking like animated series on that. Like,
Yeah,
that
but
concept-
the
Isn't there a game of that movie?
No, there is a Jet Li game called Rise to Honor, but it's like an original story.
Oh.
It's pretty cool.
Is that the one with Exhibit? No, not Exhibit. What was
No, you're thinking of DMX. That's Cradle of the
DMX?
Grave.
There we go.
No, that didn't get a game. That's also a goated movie. I fucking love Cradle of the Grave.
Jet Li, I'm gonna pimp your moves, man.
I think he was also in Romeo Must Die, but he was a cameo.
Holy fuck.
Man, imagine DMX the voice of Knuckles.
What?
Who we're really missing out on.
And also, well, now
Eddie, DMX
that's
racing.
kind of making me.
What?
What, you
What
miss
are-
DMX now?
Well,
I miss
no,
him
I'm thinking
every
of like
fucking
the
day.
potential interactions of Gerald and Robotnik, or Gerald and Ivo. Sorry. I don't know. I don't know what creative liberties they're gonna take with Gerald and Eggman. We'll have to trust the process. Let them cook, I guess. This is gonna be wild. Also, there is the potential for they might dip further into darker themes. Cause, well, actually, is there a rating for this movie yet?
No, I don't think
Not
it's.
that I remember.
I don't think it's gotten official reviews yet.
Rated R.
Well, I doubt it'd be that
PG-13.
part, but part of me is wondering if they're actually gonna have any of the other humans die. I'm not one of those people that thinks you need character death for depth, but the scream from Tom, and then the whatever black like whole sequence, and then the what did you do? That like. It's making me wonder, like, how far they're gonna go into darker themes with this movie, and if this is supposed to be, the occasional character trope of the like happy-go-lucky hero, and you like test their happy-go-luckiness until you dip them into despair. I'm wondering if that's something they'll do with Sonic, and that's what Shadow's there for.
Oh yeah, Shadow's probably going to kill Tom, just so that way.
So it wasn't just me thinking that could
No,
happen.
everybody's thinking that Tom's gonna die. Like,
Okay.
literally the fact that he's on the floor in a prison outfit while freaking Shadows are skating
Well, he's in
away
the
from
gun outfit.
Oh, gun outfit. Sorry.
So he
But he's
joins
in a gun outfit while Shadow's freaking skating away from Prison Island. I was like, to me, it was like, oh, Prison Island's about to blow up. Like,
Yeah, I'm kind of worried, not gonna lie.
Shit,
Like-
give us a Dark Sonic transformation again. That'd be nice.
Also, I'm
This
pretty
is how they bring back Dark Sonic? That'd be freaking insane.
That'd be
Also,
amazing.
I'm pretty sure Amy Rose is going to be in the movie.
What? I thought it was just
I'm-
speculation.
That's speculation, but seeing the people who are in the movie, one of them is Jenny Slate. Jenny Slate has done a few voices that like sound similar to Amy in other things, and she has no credit of what character she's playing.
What if she ends up being Rouge?
Oh my god, if she's Rouge, no, that's going to probably be this other chick, Sofia Peñas. Rouge is going to be Mexican. That's going to be Shadow loves his Latinas.
Yeah, and it
Rouge
was,
is gonna
it
be
was
canon.
confirmed that Rouge was based off of Jennifer Lopez.
Oh, so she can't sing?
Yeah. Yes. Way back when.
Wait, well, like we mentioned last time, it was half jokingly, but could also be a real thing. If there's no confirmation of Rouge or Amy or any other characters, the Wade Ripple, like, comedic relief, random, like, intervention with Shadow could actually be a possibility. If you don't have Amy or Rouge or someone else, Wade could end up randomly being in these situations. There's a non-zero chance.
Wade is going to be in there. I know that, but it's just like,
son of a frick, man.
I don't want it to be in the serious moments. I want it that if we have something like interesting happening, it's because we have like, because Rouge is such a perfect reason for Shadow to be released by accident. You have a freaking cat burglar who's a bat freaking going in.
That was literally the start of Sonic Heroes.
Yeah, like going in to steal something, and turns out she's finding freaking this ultimate life form and fucking accidentally starts some bullshit. Like,
that's perfect.
And then the reason why she gets away is because she freaking is able to hit on the lesbian freaking cop who's there freaking watching over her. Like, give her freaking a practice. That still makes me laugh in freaking Sonic X, where she's like, "Yeah, I give you this diamond," and it's like, did you just propose to that woman? Like, is that woman gonna fuck a bat? Like,
that also goes back to what we were saying of like the opportunities for tie-ins to other things. Gosh, they have so much to work with.
Yeah, I know. They're all-inclusive freaking interspecies lesbianism.
Yes. It's hitting all the check marks.
Wow.
Oh, Twitter's gonna be on fire one way or another.
It will be the one woke movie that everybody's behind.
Because of Rouge?
Yes. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You act like you're not going to be just staring at her freaking honkers.
No.
It's like, will the world be ready for a CGI Rouge that good rendered though?
I don't want to go down that.
Oh my god. If they give me a godlike rendering of Rouge the Bat in live action,
you're going to be fucking cranking your hog in the theater, man.
Yeah, I know. Yes. Even Jenny knows that. I've talked about her how Rouge is just unnecessarily sexualized and has huge honkers.
We have some guaranteed Rouge fans in and out of the Discord.
Those poor kids.
Mom, why does the bat have titties?
You know they're gonna give her some like big heavy sweater.
Oh yeah, that's true. That heart-shaped sweater. It's going to be a giant sweater. It's going to be a turtle.
Actually, if I speak.
Oh fuck.
I was fucking pass out if they bring up what's her name, Kathleen.
I just realized
to lean out.
Sorry, continue, Rod. I just have the best freaking little.
Nothing. I'm not even gonna speak.
He's about to get in trouble.
Okay, I was gonna say, you know how Rouge has the freaking heart shape on her freaking chest and everything?
Uh-huh.
What if they just go freaking all in, and instead of using it to cover her boobs, they give her a boob window in the shape of a heart?
How ballsy are they feeling at Paramount?
Go fucking full power girl. Freaking boob window.
What do you say to that, Allstate?
I'd be like, I mean, it could, but a lot of people will get like some shit awakened inside of them.
Yeah, Matt's like,
again, Twitter will be on fire one way or another.
You can't awaken what's been awake.
You can't. It's just a rekindling.
It's like,
simply a reminder.
Now I go see this shit in 4DX for sure.
That's how they sell the IMAX tickets.
It's like 4DDX.
Oh lordy. Well, as far as I understand, like other character involvement. Well, if there's other people confirmed but no confirmed roles, who knows what it could be? But at the end of the day, it probably just comes down to how one-to-one they're going with the Sonic Adventure 2 storyline. Because again, with the major points that Alpha Gray brought up earlier, there are specific things you need to hit, and from there it's a question of how you're going to hit them, like if they're going to add anything to it. There needs to be a reason for Shadow to not want to kill everybody, unless, oh god, wait, unless that doesn't happen, and he's just a villain, like a genuine villain. Oh god, okay, I'm kind of psyching myself out of different possibilities. Frick. Actually, no, I'm gonna stop it there. We just have to see what they, because now we're getting the whole other potential theories. Frick. Dang. Yeah, the gears are turning now.
He's gearing up.
Dang it. Yeah, I didn't even want to like try and ramble too much.
Oh god, we're getting attacked again.
Cause, well, I mean, I didn't even give my overall thoughts, did I?
No, not yet. If anything, we were still on MM's turn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we were.
Look at what you did, MM.
Huh?
He's not even paying attention.
Oh, I guess it's your turn now,
I'm busy
Ronald.
playing. I'm just busy practicing stuff.
He's literally not paying attention.
Pressing buttons.
Does that mean it's time for my thoughts?
No,
Yes,
Michael was
your
supposed to go
turn.
last.
I've already said what I
You'll
need
go. I'll
to
go
say,
after
so
him.
it's just like just hearing you guys.
He said it's
talking,
trash and garbage and no one fucking cares.
Mid, cope, seethe,
Oh shit! I just read.
I'm trying to think of all the
I
Zoomer
just read what Matt sent in the Discord.
Oh.
Those are some big spoilers if true.
Yeah, because
me
because I'm just
see.
like casually walking through it, and then there's like it's
Fuck it,
one
we'll
of
bring it up
those-
real quick. Spoiler.
word.
You should add like a nuclear bomb on that. Tactical nuke incoming.
Yeah, I'll put a timestamp for
The skip.
after this.
Okay, but apparently, those toys you saw show Cream and Rouge in the movie.
Oh yeah.
Cream for
Yeah, but-
real, for real?
But
Apparently.
Cream, like the figure had her.
Might wanna put
Cream
it up.
hasn't had a major part in anything in a long
Dude,
time.
if they replace freaking Amy with Cream, that's gonna be so effed up.
Wait, oh no, wait, dude, that would tie into like the fan memery so well. I mean, I know y'all have seen like the fan art of like Shadow handing Cream a gun and like Cream having like cutesy moments and
She
switching
she
to.
might need his help finding cheese like
Oh, that
in
makes
Shadow.
sense because there's in the movie there's like a chow. They're like in a chow place.
Oh, they're
so-
like it was basically
It's
Five Nights at
Garden.
Freddy's, but with Chow, like the Chow animatronics.
Yeah, so Cream could be there like as a probably
She's
a
just
small
chilling.
role. Yeah.
Or she works at a Chuck E. Cheese or a Chuck E. Chow.
Oh, god damn it.
Michael,
Just
Actually,
like here.
I would
Go do a
love
crop.
that. If we get super brooding Shadow.
He just typed it. There's
Just-
no picture.
Oh, yeah.
Wait,
it's in there.
Matt, do you have any pictures of these knockoff?
No,
Yeah,
they
any
wouldn't let me take a
pictures?
picture. They asked her.
Damn it.
Yeah, see.
I could probably go back there and just buy it.
Yeah, if there's some like interaction of like super brooding Shadow just meandering around and then he just runs into Cheese, goes off like helping her, or goes right into Cream, helping her find Cheese. And thank you, Mr. Shadow. That and like you go into the whole like dynamic of brooding dude and cutesy girl. That actually would be kind of peak. Not gonna lie.
Honestly, like that's a great foil for freaking Shadow.
Yeah.
Just be like, just saying the most edgiest shit, and then freaking Cream. I want to go for ice cream. Okay, we'll go. We'll
Go for ice cream.
Kill
Like-
yourself.
Here you go. Go do a crime.
Go do it.
Go do a crime.
And
What is it?
This is where they bring in the gun. He hands it to Cream.
Well, because it's just the freaking that whole meme of like freaking the couple that one's a freaking brooding cat and the other one's a golden retriever. Just
Oh
like
yeah.
literally be Shadow and freaking Cream and just like we're gonna kill everybody and Cream with fun.
I have to
actually see
go.
that.
These people don't deserve to live anymore. Okay, but can we go get ice cream first? The cats keep breaking in. Oh, well, actually, I just realized I probably should be locking the door.
Wait, was that your cat or just a
Ronald,
random
you can
cat
start
coming
your
in?
spiel. I'm gonna use
The
the
big
restroom.
cat.
I'll be right back.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Michael, close it.
All right,
Hold
well,
on 1 second. I'll be right back.
is this the universal bathroom break for everybody?
Unfortunately,
I could keep talking
my
now.
cat
Wait,
sprayed my
Keanu's 60?
cousin's clothes.
Yeah, he turned 60
Oh.
today, wasn't it?
Shit.
Sorry. Happy birthday. Whose birthday was it today?
Keanu. Yeah, it's Keanu Reeves' birthday today, isn't it?
Is it? Oh, I thought like one of your guys' birthday in the party. My bad.
Oh no!
Look, you know-
Well, I thought I saw a post somewhere. It's Keanu's birthday today or recently, one of the two.
Oh, hey, finally we're doing this podcast on his birthday too.
Shout outs to Keanu Reeves. I'm looking forward to the movie.
Literally has been one of my favorite actors since Speed. I fucking love that movie. That was the peak of his like not great acting, but it was one of those like it wasn't great, but because it wasn't great, it sold it even more, so it seemed genuine.
What do they call that? Fun bad?
Yeah, like another one of my favorite actors, and Michael always make fun of me for it. Freaking Nick Cage. It was just like Nick Cage is Oscar-worthy level acting, but he's just like sometimes he just phones it in, but it's the perfect amount of phone.
Yeah, I think. Well, Nick Cage is also in that realm of kind of just doing whatever he wants, right?
He did a good job in Long Legs. Do you see that?
Oh shoot, I still need to see
Long
Long
legs.
Legs.
What's that?
It's that psychological horror detective suspense movie that came out.
Well, now I
recently.
know not to watch it. I'll
Yeah,
take
he
y'all's
did a
word
pretty
for
good
that.
job.
It's good.
How old is Keanu? Or Keanu now?
I thought they said that he turned 60.
60. He's 60 years old.
Right?
He does not look 60 at all.
No, he looks fucking good for 60 years.
One of the few white men who does not look
That
like
does
it's
not.
decrepit at 60.
Right? Like, bro, you look mid 40s at least.
Dang. And still, like, keeping up the acting chops and whatnot. It's pretty good. But, well, I'm trying to think of what else I'd want to get into without getting... I've already gotten slightly rambly and enabled a few tangents. As long as y'all have had fun so far, and I mean, like, we've covered a lot of good talking points, right?
No, I say yeah.
Like Knuckles, Sonic X Shadow movie.
I mean, overall thoughts for me for the movie. I guess before we get to XLF's last thoughts, I'm with the majority of everyone else. I'm super
Alright,
hyped
I'm
for
back.
it. Howdy.
Yo.
I'm super hyped for this. I'm trying to not get in my own head with how much questions I'm starting to have, and I want to try and calm the gears in like that are turning and kind of just let things rock and see what they do. As fun as it would be to like speculate, I feel like the rabbit hole could go so deep with this that I'm gonna try and just chill. Also, I don't know if we made I don't know if we really segued into a good point to end the
Well, Michael's
spoiler end here. There you go.
Okay.
Actually, well, were you gonna
I
bring...
locked it.
Oh, thank you. Were you gonna bring up the potential movie spoiler again or no?
No, that was it.
Okay, well, I'll find a timestamp to get people back on it.
Yep.
But yeah, that's where I'm at right now. I'm hyped. I'm gonna try and resist the temptation to go down the rabbit hole of speculation. I already like follow various Sonic YouTubers that are probably already gonna be doing it anyway. We'll just see what happens. But Michael,
My turn?
yeah, what was the other point?
So, everyone knows that SA2 is my favorite Sonic game.
Yeah.
One of my favorite games ever.
Oh yeah.
So with that said, everything looks good visually, and like hopefully sound-wise it'll get better too. I do have one major concern, and it really has to do with the fact that Eggman's joining them right from the get-go. Because thinking about it, I really do like SA2 a lot because Eggman's such a driving force as an antagonist, and really he is kind of successful in the end. So
There is the possibility that's not from the get-go, because trailers sometimes do jumble around major story beats.
But with that said, like the fact that they're gonna need help fighting Shadow, I would have rather had Shadow and Eggman team up from the get-go. That's my thing.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm a little worried about that from a narrative
Actually, yeah,
standpoint.
the whole beginning of Team Dark is like skipped over.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So with that potential spoiler in mind, I won't say what it was. I am just a little worried that like we won't get the Omega Goated Eggman that we got in SA2 because that's him in peak form.
Yeah.
In my opinion, that's why the game
Yeah,
story-wise works so well. But I think the trade-off is that we're gonna get a lot of really good Shadow action because it seems like it's really, really geared towards him.
Shadow's got hands.
Exactly. I am a little concerned too that we're not gonna get the Bio Lizard only because in the trailer it seems like that fight in Tokyo is gonna be like the climax, or it's either the climax or it's the very beginning because I think that fight happens and then they end up having to scamper away to Eggman for help.
It's probably the beginning because, you know what, Sonic charging up and him just coming back down, do the big clash in midair above the building.
Yeah,
Probably
exactly.
like a power struggle where Sonic loses it and then he's like, yep, I need some help. But how do they know that Eggman's alive? Because at the end of the second, that was just like,
Yeah,
I think Sonic is smart enough to be like, you know what? He survived an alien planet, and he's smart enough to probably have escaped after a giant robot crashed, even though by rules of gravity, Eggman should have just been completely just dead.
Yeah.
Well, it was Gunn that made the assumption, right? But no one actually saw him.
Yeah, but Sonic's not that dumb.
Yeah, so that's why I probably agree with you that like even Sonic could probably figure that, oh, hey, you're still around.
Yeah, so I feel like we're in potential danger of not getting, Eggman and Peak, and I'm really afraid we're not going to get onto the Arc.
Oh,
That's what it's kind of leading towards. If we don't get that, I don't think we get the Bio
Well,
Lizard.
unless the arc again.
And
is
I don't think we
completely different.
get both Super Sonic and Super Shadow.
That's
Wait.
my main concern.
Well,
if
I
we
need
don't get
a
at least that.
I need a reminder.
I don't.
I need to
think-
rewatch Sonic. I need to rewatch Sonic 2. What happened to the Chaos Emeralds again?
Didn't they just
I
scatter?
was going to say,
Oh,
no, they still have them. So I was actually about to bring this up. They still have the Master Emerald.
I didn't see
Okay.
that.
too.
Because
So why did
essentially
they
what
move this?
happened was as soon as Sonic freaking powered down, he made himself a chili dog and powered down, the Chaos Emeralds busted out a Dragon Ball where it literally got up, scattered.
Yeah, that's what I saw.
And then freaking Knuckles
Oh,
later is like, oh, hey,
He
here's a
reformed
piece
the
of the
Master
Master
Emerald.
Emerald. I'm just going to freaking, for some reason, I'm going to be able to crush the diamond together and like, oh, look, it glows
Did it.
green again.
But they never addressed the Chaos Emeralds again, did they?
No, they didn't.
So who knows? They might, in true Sonic fashion, go have to search for them again.
It could also be, too, that Eggman, like, after getting the quill and thinking he was going to be having infinite
my
power with
God,
that, Gerald's
Eggman
the
could
one who
have it.
freaking just like, oh, yeah, have you ever heard of these? And he just like brings out the little tiny ass gem that's like Chaos Emerald, and just Eggman just gets
Like,
hard.
those are the things that Sonic used.
I will
Yeah,
say the size
exactly.
of these Chaos Emeralds kind of bug me. They're
Oh
like,
my god,
Really?
right? I
Like
was
smaller.
used to the Chaos Emeralds being the size of the current Master Emerald, and the Master Emerald being this huge,
Yeah,
giant,
being
freaking
ginormos.
thing.
Yeah.
So with that in mind, I'm
Basically, the
just
sides of like so basically the Super Emeralds in Sonic 3 and now.
yeah, which they're never bringing back, as they've said before.
Well, just remember, Sonic characters are like the size of kindergartners. They're like 3 feet tall-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, well, whatever
To
the
them,
scale of
yeah.
their hand is.
But see,
Yeah.
you know what's something that just I realized?
well, except for Knuckles has like Yowie hands.
Well, I mean, of course he has.
Is he
Freaking-
wrong?
This is the year of Yowie hands, apparently, because
Yes.
X-Men had it too. I mean, Deadpool and Wolverine had Yowie hands too.
Oh yeah.
But no, because I looked at the chat right now and I completely forgot to mention this. So, one thing I realized is we have the Chaos Emeralds everywhere. The one part about Sonic Adventure 2 that we go through is Knuckles going to find the shards of the Master Emerald. We don't have that. But we now have the Chaos Emeralds everywhere. We're probably going to get a pumpkin
Treasure
Hills-
hunting
We're
time?
probably going to get treasure hunting with Rouge and Knuckles together, going through a Pumpkin Hill Zone freaking beat probably as they get all the Chaos Emeralds. Only in the end for it to be like, oh yeah, we need like. Sonic does this thing with Eggman. Knuckles just like, no, Eggman's a dishonorable person and everything. I'm gonna go get the Chaos Emeralds because I know that's gonna help you. That's gonna make you stronger than Shadow. He could easily be tricked by Rouge in a big old freaking rack and be like, you know what, yeah, you can help me. And then they go get it, only for it to, like, in the end, actually matter. And then it's not just Sonic, but Shadow freaking going super.
Oh, snap. Okay, there's hope.
There's hope.
There's hope, but there's also cope.
Yeah, that's also a lot of cope. This is us
I'm not accepting
taking the details we have,
anything,
making it.
honestly.
And for all the things we want to happen, it would have to just be the only Sonic characters. But we know from these movies, the human characters are going to get a good chunk of time too. So
Well, I mean,
a lot of things are going
there
to
were
get cut out.
complaints that may get. Well, actually, never mind. This might just be cope again. Things may get addressed, maybe, because people had their complaints about the human parts in Sonic 2.
Even though I enjoyed them.
No, yeah, like, well, it was a whole mini conversation. I forgot if Anna ever got to bring it up in chat or not, but there was a whole what if scenario that she made me realize that the human parts were okay, but they actually could have been done a lot better. Of like with Tom and the like dynamic he has with the other cops, and like there was more that you could have did there. But they might already be doing that because again, like those scenes with Tom.
Yeah, that's what. That was my theory right now. Thinking about it. Like Tom is a cop and everything. It would make perfect sense for Tom to be like, yeah, no. After dealing with Gunn and working with Gunn, not only is I think Maddie's her name. Her sister is married to that as well. I hope they got married, but that she married that Gunn operative. Now Tom is part of Gunn too, and that would be the best part of like. Tom happens to be on Prison Island when freaking Shadow gets released because he's now working for Gunn, and not realizing that. And Shadow probably, it could be that a complete accident where Shadow doesn't realize that he does to Sonic what Gunn did to him.
This turned into an accidental revenge story.
Yeah, like again.
Oh no!
Michael's right. Like this is all cope, but there's so many angles of this that can be a good story, and I feel like there's a small chance that we get a whole rainbow of timelines, in which is great, and then we have the poop timeline, in which is shit.
The poop time.
And I hope we're not on the poop timeline.
Dang it! I was hoping that this would be low-key fumble-proof, but there's so much with this that could go amazing or horribly wrong.
Yeah,
I'm fairly confident the action will be pretty good.
that's the only thing
I
that
think,
I don't
I
think
think
is the action.
Shadow's going to carry hard in that department.
Knuckles destroys Big Ben, so we get a win against the British.
Yeah. I mean, also from the marketing too, it feels like this is going to be more of like a globe-trotting adventure.
Yeah, and see that's why I'm thinking like,
Sonic
especially
Unleashed fans rise up.
But that's
my
also
God.
what leads me to not believe that it's going to, like, the arc will be a location.
Yeah. Well, because that also leads into maybe Knuckles is looking for the Chaos Emeralds. Because why would he be in freaking England?
Actually, yeah. Why would Knuckles be going around the world? There has to be treasure hunting.
Yeah. I mean, of course, they all literally have rings that can teleport them anywhere in the world.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it could be that he's treasure hunting. And that the reason why he's freaking fighting and destroys the Big Ben is maybe Shadow shows up. Or maybe something else shows up and he has to fight. Maybe Rouge is there and he's fighting her because he
Fighting
needs to make
Rouge and freaking.
Yeah, and maybe he has to do that to make sure that she doesn't steal all the Chaos Emeralds because he's trying to get them for his friend. Like, there's a billion things that's going on.
Now you got me wondering what are they gonna do for Rouge's bag? Is she gonna have her Sonic battle abilities? Is she gonna frick? Man.
We'll have to see. That's really my only concerns. Other than that, like, it obviously looks good. I'm excited for it, and I think Keanu sounds fine. I wouldn't have picked him because every time I hear someone being like, cast Keanu, I always think it's a joke.
Yeah.
But then people are like, no, do it. I'm like,
No,
all right.
in this case, I think it's perfect. Like, I honestly think his just dry, I'm Keanu Reeves and this is my voice works so perfect for dry ass freaking Shadow.
Crazy how letting actors just be themselves can work good.
Because I was also
Cast them
hoping that, like, with Tails, like, they just kept letting the voice actors reprise their roles. But I mean, hey,
It's
you
the
never
blend
know.
of either you do things that people recognize or you do things that like have famous people.
Honestly,
Yeah.
I'm
It's a
surprised
pretty,
they
it's a
kept
pretty
Tails.
well stacked
But it's very
cast, too.
lopsided. It's only Tails
Well-
that has, like, the original role.
Well, I forgot what convention it was, but like Roger Craig and all of them even like jokingly poked fun at her. She was the only one out of all of them that got to be a part of the movie.
Right? Like, of all people, Tails is like the true voice actress, but still, like,
I mean, she's doing great, and I mean, well, maybe they didn't get anyone else famous to fill the Tails role that was as
Honestly.
good.
They can get another kid.
But it just honestly, it makes me freaking kind of sad to think about because I saw like Jenny Slate and that other chick and everything. Like, ah man, you realize how cool it would have been to have freaking Rouge have her Sonic X voice actress.
Dang.
Oh, yeah,
Well,
Or
I
even her
forgot.
Sonic Adventure. Even her Sonic Adventure 2.
Wait, who's even Rouge's voice actress now?
I don't remember, but I just want to
Karen's-
hear her
Karen's
ask
Strassman.
if he's making fried chicken.
Right?
Frying chicken in there? You piss loud. I like that.
In fact, I might look it up real quick.
What?
Because
Frying
now-
chicken?
No,
Right now-
who's
Right now, it's
Rouge's
Karen
voice actress
Strassman
now?
as voices.
Oh,
Who's making fried chicken right now?
Because it might be Karen something.
Strassman.
Terrence
Karen
Howard?
Strassman.
Hey, man.
oh my god. Terrence Howard, no joke though. Terrence Howard as one of the Chaotix, whether freaking SPO, no. Terrence Howard as Vector would be
Oh,
the
no.
funniest
Terrence
fucking
Howard as
thing.
Vector.
Having freaking Vector call everybody Mang will be the funniest fucking thing in the world.
Oh
So
boy,
fucking
we're
retarded.
giving them ideas. Oh my god, I was right.
SPO has to be played by an Asian man with broken English, like freaking
Oh,
Donnie
fuck.
Yen.
Yeah, nah, mandatory.
Charmy.
And
I don't know, some 12-year-old?
Yeah, some random kid.
I'm a genius.
Get one of the kids from Stranger Things. There you go. What's his name? Finn Wolfhard? There you
Yeah.
go. That's Charmy B.
God damn it. What did you look up, Ronald?
Yeah, Rouge's voice actress right now is Karen Strassman. She's Aegis.
Oh, hell yeah.
Nanako.
Oh, hell no.
She's Poison Ivy also, I think, from Street Fighter 5.
Yeah, I'm trying to find her full list. She's Momo and Bleach.
Hey.
Pretty fine.
Oh wow! I just realized my friend just
Poison, sorry, fuck.
Karen.
a friend of mine just posted a YouTube poop of the Sonic 3 trailer.
Oh my
Wow.
god, that'd be so fucking fun.
Should I go ahead and go into this rabbit hole?
Yes.
You know what? Yeah, hold on.
Are we indoctrinating MM into the subgenre of YouTube poops?
Yes.
I need to check something for Karen Strassman.
Dude, she is such a nice person. I met her over here in Burbank.
Dude, every time I see like the pictures and everything you post of like all the voice actors you get to meet, I'm low key jealous, man.
It's so fun. Like what? It was her and Jason Griffith and Ryan Bartley at this Sonic get together voice acting booth.
So
I got to meet
cool.
Jason. He was pretty chill, really cool. He gave me some. Well, he told me I didn't know that Sonic the Black Knight was not its original name at first. It was supposed to be Sonic and the Knights of the Round Table.
I mean,
They
that
didn't
makes
want to
perfect
be.
sense.
They
Like,
didn't want to be too on the nose with it.
I mean, why
Yeah.
not? You literally had freaking, what was Knuckles again? He was Gawain?
I think so. He about
Yeah.
to kill himself.
It was Knuckles, Shadow, and Blaze that were the knights, right?
It would have been, oh my god. Freaking, could you imagine Big the Cat as Galahad?
Great. Now I'm gonna be thinking about that.
I don't remember all the Knights of the Round Table, so I had to go with Galahad.
Karen Strassman is Anna in Fire Emblem and Poison in Street Fighter V.
Ah.
Oh, it's Poison. My dumbass said Poison. Ivy.
Damn, no wonder I'm attracted to poison.
Okay, so no, she was not the other person that I thought, but yeah, she's Anna. She's Anna in Fire Emblem.
That greedy bitch.
Before Karen Strassman was Kathleen Delanar was her name, the Sonic X voice actor for Rouge.
Oh yeah, actually Rouge's voices have had like a tonal shift, going between
Why
actors.
did I go ahead and watch it? That was horrible.
You watched it anyway?
Yeah. It was that moment where it's just like, okay, I'll indulge him.
Good lord.
And then
We need to get Chris
It's
on
okay. I'll
here.
beat him up in Marvel vs. Capcom 2 when it comes out.
Oh, the collection coming out next week.
Yeah.
But actually, did we touch all of the?
Pretty much.
I think so.
I think we're all on the same page more or less with some concerns.
Yeah, you
Just wish it was here already.
did bring things down to earth a bit. I hate to use the term cautiously optimistic, but that kind of actually sums up where things are at right now.
Yeah, we're being attacked by a cat, by the way.
Right? Freaking, it's like a horror movie. I just hear the door trying to open.
Oh yeah, I think we're all on the same page. And with that, I want to bring up the bonus little topic, mainly because you guys had brought it up, kind of impromptu.
What?
In terms of quote unquote bad Sonic games, what would you rather like play to 100% completion?
God.
Oh, to 100% completion.
Yeah, like
100%.
you had
Bad
experience
Sonic?
all of it.
Oh,
Would you rather play Shadow or 06?
Shadow.
Oh,
Easily. I
thank
don't
you.
care. Like,
Shadow.
like Shadow might not be like I said, Shadow is a bad game in terms of like just the fact that they kind of couldn't get the whole entire good and bad routes properly. There's no balance in the freaking what the objectives are because fucking spending almost an hour fucking finding fake chaoses is the dumbest fucking
Or
thing.
just get to the end.
Get to the end
Yeah,
or
like-
kill everything.
Like, no, like, there's some bad game mechanics, but the lore is fun, the gameplay is fun, even, it's 3D Sonic, there's gonna be jank, there's always jank, but that's part of the fun.
Got some good
Well,
stages.
that's-
It's got some good music too.
Some fun
yes,
bosses,
actually.
some fun mechanics, like freaking, yeah, of course I'd rather play fucking Shadow
Got the
Hedgehog.
memes.
That's why I'm glad you brought it up, because I'm in the camp that, honestly, I wouldn't even consider Shadow the Hedgehog a bad game. It's an awkward concept.
Yeah, and
It's and Michael knows it was literally brought on by edgy Japanese teenagers.
yeah,
Yeah.
Wanting
Friday.
Sonic to swear and have a gun, and they're like, "Well, we can't do that. Let's give it to Shadow."
Yeah, no, I mean, that's so dope. Like, oh my god, if the movie's PG-13 and they give Keanu one F word, I will love it if I hear a freaking Shadow just like
I will lose
fuck you,
my
Eggman, or something like that. Like,
freaking mind.
Yeah.
But yeah, I
If
was
Tom
sorry
dies
thinking
and we
it
get
was
an
PG-13.
F-bomb, I might have
oh my
to.
god, no! If Maria,
I might have to leave.
if Maria fucking
might
dies,
cry.
if Maria dies and then Shadow retaliates by like just yelling "fuck you," like, "Oh, I'm gonna fucking kill you" or something like that, like, oh my god.
Oh,
saying multiple slurs.
He just does fucking his chaos blast, just yelling "fuck."
Yeah.
that's gonna give me chills, bro. Gonna give me flashbacks to seeing Sonic die in that opening.
What about you two, AllstateMan and MM? What do you pick in this this or that bad Sonic games?
I would say,
Rather between 06 and Shadow.
06 or Shadow the Hedgehog?
I can. You know what? I might as well play Shadow because I can at least play multiple characters or at least help.
It's back to the
Well, that didn't. Wait, he still hasn't played 06, huh?
no.
No, I have. I have played 06. I have played 06.
Oh, you did? I thought you did
Well,
it.
to
Yeah.
completion?
To
thought you said you didn't finish
completion,
No one puts Sonic to completion.
It's too fast.
Too fast.
Gosh, take
So
it.
what about you, AllstateMan? Which one are you picking?
I'll go Shadow. Because at least I can
Absolutely. You
finish.
hear that, Riley? This is a Shadow the Hedgehog for PS2 crew.
Oh no, not for PS2.
Whatever. PS2, that 7th gen, basically.
No, okay,
Just
okay.
play
that's
it
fine.
on GameCube.
No, I had it on
What's wrong with you?
GameCube.
Like,
It took me so many years to
I
realize
called
the
it a
game's
bad
on
game, but
GameCube.
if you want a bad game, play it on PlayStation.
You wanna
No, it's
you wanna
GameCube
fall
all
through
day.
the floor simulator? Get it to PS2.
Yes, literally.
Jesus.
Go too
Fucking-
fast that you accidentally freaking clip through into the next 3 stages. Yeah,
And
play fucking
to kind of
PlayStation.
echo what Riley had said last time, like P06 has really warped a lot of people's perceptions of 06.
Revisionist history.
Yeah, a lot of revisionism because like Vanilla 06, it's not a bad
P-
game, it's an incomplete game.
Yeah,
it is not.
P06 showed
It
what
is
would
an
happen if
alpha-
the game was finished.
It was an alpha build game that was released.
Yeah.
No, literally, freaking Sonic 06 is just
It's
literally
unfinished.
like
literally.
Game Grumps
Yeah.
literally made that joke where it's just like, oh, this is a freaking this is a great alpha. Like, this is a great concept. When's the full game done? Like,
Yeah.
like,
To
oh,
be
this is-
fair,
This was it. This
to
was
be
everything.
fair, Game Grumps didn't help in their own regard. They started an entire subgenre of people milking 06 for like
oh,
low-hanging fruit content.
Yeah, it's just the game doesn't function.
But yeah, it
properly.
literally
It
doesn't
just
function.
doesn't.
And it wastes your time.
I
Like,
heard,
blatantly wastes
I
your
heard-
time.
Sonic moving slower than Sonic Labyrinth sometimes.
Oh my lord,
Yeah.
load times galore.
Oh my god.
And like,
The only
The
fun-
load time into Sonic Man going, hey, into
And then-
load time.
God damn it.
that is,
Sometimes you get the
Like-
loading screen to get to the loading screen.
and really my biggest bugaboo, and this was harped on the most in the marketing, is that Silver was just such a jobber.
Oh, my
Silver was so disappointing, and we've never really got a chance to experience playing with him.
Why
again
has Silver's
since then.
only redemption been in the comics?
Because Team Sonic was just like, we can't risk that again.
Why was his official
like-
reintroduction in Sonic Rivals, the game nobody played?
The game that can barely be emulated.
I still couldn't emulate it.
It's so like janky. It's a PSP game, so
I
go
literally
figure.
tried to play
Oh.
Sonic Rivals for the first time, and you know what
I played
happened?
Sonic Rivals on the PSP originally.
The first or second one.
The second one.
Okay.
So,
Played
but
both.
if you want to freaking emulate PSP, dude, it's not that.
It's a lot better, but way back when.
Oh no, like when I first tried it, it was
Oh,
atrocious.
like, I
the
got
screen
used to
was
it.
purple, the controls weren't working.
Oh
I
my
couldn't
God.
even play the game.
Yeah, but
It was the school got me right now.
Hold on, what year was this?
I don't know what was wrong, but it didn't look right, and I couldn't even play. I still haven't played Sonic Rivals.
Did you play it on?
Yeah. Yeah. PPSSPP.
Yes, PPS.
PSPP.
I might still have it installed somewhere. I'm about to look and see what I have.
Because I installed it on my phone. At
Yeah,
least
dude.
that emulator.
Yeah.
It works pretty well.
I still play freaking Yu-Gi-Oh! Tag Force on my fucking phone.
All right. Well, that went way smoother. I was expecting an 06 head to be like, no, it's pink. It's actually better. Here's why.
06 has a lot of problems, and I get people who are fans of it, but if you're putting it up against Shadow, it's mother effing Shadow. Dude.
Yeah, you're either trolling or you're insane. If you're talking about playing
You heard it
06,
here, Riley. Clip it.
play
That was a-
P06.
Ronald is calling you out so hard.
Well,
Honestly,
no, I don't know. Also, quick side note: make sure to follow Genesis Frenzy. Check out. He doesn't make as much content now, but check out his stuff. Because I literally was in one of his streams where he was like losing his mind playing Shadow the Hedgehog because he got what was the stage with Amy, Cryptic Castle or
Yeah.
something. He got stuck trying to find the Shadow, and I had to tell him what to do.
And what's funny is that stage you can like soft lock yourself if you miss that bat, because it won't come back and you can't get across.
He was livid. Yeah, so I know.
The
like,
only
his
stage
hate
that got
for that
me
game.
on that was the one where like it's all poison, you have to drive. And if your one car blows up, you can't
No,
move
you
anywhere
can't-
else.
yeah, you can't
That
touch it.
stage pissed me the fuck off.
No, you know what stage weirdly, and it's like one of the beginning stages. The stage for a long time, I didn't know how to do the freaking. What is it? I can't remember if it was neutral, good or bad or anything. Where you're freaking trying to, it's like get to the end, and the other objective is destroying that giant bee-looking thing. I don't know why my freaking 8-year-old damn mind was just like, I don't know what to do to get to the other ending, and I just kept getting to the end of the ring, like I'm never getting the right ending, only for me to have to look it up and realize, oh, I have to kill that bee thing. Like,
It was an evil ending.
Well, the only other because
I
if
think
you
that was a
skip
good
like
ending.
hints and stuff, the only other way to know your objective is you have to pause and then switch back and forth between the
Yeah.
characters for them to tell you find the Chaos Emerald.
Yeah.
yeah, it's freaking, it's gonna be Doom like, or it's gonna be freaking one of the good characters just like all high pitched and just like,
Racy to the finish.
"Hey, geese, Shadow, why are you doing that evil stuff?"
I also love how like Team Chaos is used, like unironically. Because the Espio isn't my favorite stage, Mad Matrix. Like that's the thing with the Shadow versus 06 that like I could definitely tell you what my favorite stage is easily. 06, I'm like there are some stages that kind of work, that are sort of fun.
Yeah.
Well, again, like if you really want to have the conversation, play P06.
Yeah, and like
Yeah.
I will say I do appreciate 06. Like in each campaign, like you get multiple characters, but like 90% of them don't work. Like trying to climb on anything with Knuckles,
Oh my god.
good luck.
Story-wise, 06 was probably one of the last times where all of the characters actually semi had a purpose.
Yeah,
But
and then,
gameplay-wise, they don't function.
I also
Well, they all
don't.
look like Final Fantasy characters.
Yeah, I also don't care about the story
Oh
really.
my god.
The whole Iblis trigger thing was kind of lame. Well, mainly because Silver ended up being
I
such
mean,
a lame-o.
the concept of Mephiles was cool.
Yeah.
You mean not Shadow?
Literally Shadow, yes.
Yeah. It was cool.
He just literally shadows nobody.
Seeing him take off the limiter rings is pretty cool. I remember
when
I
he
remember
was
that
like-
being like one of those like
That was
forum like
freaking hype.
rumors. Like, did you know if he takes them off,
No,
he can, go Super Saiyan 4?
I just got a weird concept because you guys mentioned Final Fantasy and we're talking about Sonic. I just realized, you know, what would be the fucking funnest thing if they did like an arena Sonic fighter, but in the style of Dissidia.
That's what that Bleach game might be.
Yeah, where it's essentially you build up damage with your braviary attacks, or you just do combos to build up damage, and then you do your HP attack, which actually delivers the damage.
Yeah.
You realize how fun that would be with Sonic characters?
That was kind of sort of Sonic Battle, but it was on the GBA.
I know. Well, that's been, as we mentioned before, there's been numerous times where Sega has like stuff they can do and they don't do it. We barely now have gotten showcases of Sonic characters actually throwing hands. Sonic Frontiers finally gave us some Sonic combat.
Oh, absolutely.
Shadow Generations, he's actually using abilities again for once. Like we do need something that's not Sonic the Fighters that has Sonic characters fighting again.
Because it's one of those things that, like, yeah, you can make it where Sonic is most of the time using homing attack and just zipping by and doing confusion stuff, but like that would be so perfect as like, oh, he's building up damage, he's zipping by, doing these freaking things to catch you off guard, and then when he's actually gonna attack you, full freaking infinite mass punch freaking somebody with the freaking damage you just did.
Yeah, like he has stuff that he's done and you can work with.
It's already hard enough to get a decent racing game, let alone anything else.
Why
that isn't
are all
a
the
game.
racing games of Sonic?
Man,
He's in a
we
car.
The Sonic racing games are actually, anything after the first Sonic Riders is not meant to be taken serious. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Yeah, it's.
I mean, the
I've never
first one was
enjoyed it.
great. Like,
at least
Zero
Sonic-
Gravity was okay. I just hate how they took away your free control over doing air tricks. and
Yeah,
shit.
Zero Gravity took away Sauce.
I really need to
Yeah.
replay Zero Gravity. It's been way too long. But
it
of
had
course,
cool story.
the third one is obviously not even a game.
Third one, nobody cared
It's
about.
like I do fucking try to, oh, here's a Connect, have a fun. You do one trick, dude, I'm sweating on the Connect.
You think I want to play Sonic Riders for exercise?
I never played Free Riders.
Didn't
I
they?
never
Like the
played Free
Dragon
Riders.
Ball
So I think I'm
Yeah.
glad I missed
I
the bullet.
Oh my goodness.
I think.
The music was good, though. That was about it.
Thanks, Phil, but I think you just bass boosted their ears.
Absolutely destroyed my ears, Phil.
Honestly, that was the freaking coolest thing, but at the same time, ow.
But yeah, I'm glad I missed that bullet not playing Free Riders.
There's no reason to play.
Isn't
Well,
there? I thought there was a mod now where you don't need the Connect anymore.
Yeah,
Yeah, there is.
never mind. It might be time to revisit that game.
But I'm pretty sure it's gonna
Actually-
be ass though. But I mean, it might be time to play it.
Honestly?
Was it one of you guys that showed me that?
I know I mentioned the fucking what's it called? The first racing game.
Riders?
Team.
Yeah, Riders. Yeah, I know I shared the video about the Riders mods. But
No,
Yeah,
no.
yeah.
First Sonic
Yeah,
Riders
Zero
has an
Gravity
actual
as well.
competitive community.
yeah, they even added added characters like Miku's in
They
there.
do whole tournaments, and it's
I don't
Not
know
yet.
that
Not
one.
yet.
Probably.
It's a whole new world in there. I saw the whole thing.
Brazilians aren't even allowed on the internet anymore.
No, there's not a lot of
I think they have Zero Gravity as well. Like they did a Zero Gravity mod and stuff with it.
if Zero Gravity got like a Project M treatment, that'd be cool.
That'd be very cool.
That'd be nice.
But yeah, I wish they kept the the original Sonic.
Let's
Riders
make it
route
happen.
with
the air.
because that's just. It's just so cool. Like he had an airport where Mario was like had a carts. You had Sonic with an airboard and stuff.
Well,
That's
there
kinda
was Sonic
cool.
Drift. They tried to do Sonic karting, but it was only on Game Gear.
Well, I think it's just because.
Oh,
the
and Sonic
idea-
Arc.
the idea
Well,
that
Racing
Sonic-
Transformed was the actual start of the good racing games.
But no, I feel like the reason why Sonic racing games don't really do good, other than like that, I fucking love Riders because it took the idea of like, oh, we're on wind boards, we're gonna be going through pure air. Of course, Sonic can't
We're
fly.
low key playing Tony Hawk.
Yeah, but like
This-
you put Sonic in a car, the only person who's allowed to be in a vehicle in Sonic universe is Tails and Shadow.
And Eggman.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And Eggman, but Eggman doesn't count.
Well, because Transformed was actually at least fun because it brought that writer's aspect of
Was that
tricks.
the one with all the random ass characters?
Or
No, that was on
it did have some of the random
All-Stars
crossovers. Yeah.
So dumb. Why were the Team Fortress characters in the game? And
Because it's
Wreck-It
Sega.
Ralph.
Wreck-It Ralph was in that game. It was
Why?
freaking nuts. I don't know.
Pro Evolution Soccer Coach.
Watch The Wire.
Oh, Danica Patrick for some reason. It was so dumb.
Oh yeah, well,
Right.
Danica Patrick, that was just because everyone was wild that freaking women can race, even though they've been able to for ever in
Yeah.
freaking what is it, Formula racing?
Someone in the board meeting wanted to hop on that, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
But gameplay-wise, Transformed is the last time a racing game was fun. But I haven't played Team Sonic Racing yet. I know Phil in chat has. Y'all can let me know if that's worth even getting at this point. Actually, no, I forgot. I have it because I got it free on PlayStation Plus. I just never played it.
I like how they actually brought back Crush 40 for the opening sequence to that game.
For Team
really?
Sonic Racing?
Yeah.
Oh.
Or like to have them
Can't
play
believe they're
the
allowed
song
to
in the
come
beginning
back.
of.
I haven't been in the game for so long. I don't know why.
Yeah, and then we just never hear him again after that game came out.
Has Crush 40 been busy with other stuff?
I don't even know if they make music outside of Sonic.
What's Johnny been up to lately?
Would you window
They
on my?
make some music outside of Sonic.
Oh, I haven't heard it.
Well, no, yeah, Crush 40 always done their own stuff, but
Oh my god, I swear to God, if we get a new track from Crush 40 in the Sonic 3 movie, I'm probably gonna bust my nuts.
wait, no. So you said there was confirmation from them that they are a part of it, but they don't have the creative control.
Yes, exactly. So
Okay.
they could use the song at the very beginning credits, and that's it.
If
That's
they do
possible.
anything remotely close to staying true to the originals, as loud as it goes.
Watch out, kids.
Shoot, they could do City Escape and not actually have it be like to the story. They could just literally have it where Sonic's trying to be a superhero again and trying to freaking and just accidentally causing mayhem, and it's City Escape.
He's
because
just
running from
tearing
the
up
cops.
San Francisco.
He's just running from the cops because he freaking fucked up something. It could even be him singing himself as he's running.
Oh,
that'd
that would
be
be
okay.
even better, actually.
But Live and Learn needs to be in the right spot.
I hope it's in the right spot. It's gonna be in A spot.
It was in the title drop, if you hear it closely.
Yeah, so it's confirmed in some capacity. We're coming back full circle again of there's things that they need to hit, but there's the potential to fumble, and we kind of just have to
Except
be on our hopium/copium for things to work. And that's the unfortunate part is we gotta wait almost 4 months because it's December 20th, right?
Yep.
We still got all of September, all of October, all of November, and most of December.
It'll be worth the wait. It's gotta try to forget about it.
We'll have Shadow Generations to occupy us in a month at least.
Yeah, we'll have to reconvene again after that.
Definitely.
That and an RPG to finish.
What RPG?
Which one?
Visions of Mana.
Oh yeah, I forgot it came
I
out.
never played the original, but looking at this new one they're making now, it's pretty fun.
Alrighty. Well,
Yeah, a lot of
we've been going for 3 hours and some change.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I didn't think we'd be able to ring it out that hard. That was about the same length as the last episode.
Yeah. And yeah, we didn't forget anything, right?
So I'm thinking next time will be after the game drops and we've all had a chance to play it.
So reconvene late October,
Something like that.
unless some other bombastic news comes out of nowhere.
Yeah, right.
Sonic Frontiers 2 trailer.
Or
Sonic
whatever
Frontiers
the next
to DLC.
mainline game is, because we have no idea.
Well, because we know they're cooking stuff, but nothing else. Well, actually, are there any? Before we go, are there any other major like game showcases coming up. Did Tokyo Game Show already happen?
No.
It's coming up
But I
later
think
this month.
That's when, is it later this month? I thought
Yeah,
it was
it's in
going to be in October.
I always thought it was in September. It hasn't happened yet.
Because Summer Games Fest happened.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Gamescom happened.
Yeah.
Gamescom happened. Wait, I forgot. Did E3 even happen, or is it even?
No,
still
E3 is not a thing anymore.
Yeah, E3 died.
Okay. What other gaming stuff is there?
I mean, random Nintendo Direct might show something.
Actually, yeah. Now that I know that stuff can
Rick, I
randomly
just
be
forgot.
shown in other stuff.
And PlayStation will waste our time again, not showing games. So
Honestly, if PlayStation just decides like, hey, we're just gonna showcase all the things that's already out, and just shows like another 10 seconds of new stuff in freaking Sonic X Shadow Generation, then yeah. Which, okay, that's my last thought on the freaking Shadow Generations. They were so effing smart, because I feel like this is the Disney Frozen like theory, where Disney made Frozen so that way when you search Google Disney Frozen, it gives you the movie, not the theory that Walt Disney's frozen with his head somewhere in Disneyland. I feel like they were smart, because I feel like the Sonic X Shadow Generations thing was their way to make it so that way people are less likely to find Sonic X Shadow porn before the movie came out. Right?
yep, that was the big.
I feel like that's that like not purposeful, but they made sure that the name, like they were probably already like, oh, we're gonna add Shadow, and someone just like, hey, I got an idea. Let's make it so that way people are less likely to find the porn by making our title be the first thing to show up on Google search.
Thank the Lord for whoever was cooking in that board meeting.
Yeah, it works.
And this is why I told you need to put in quotation marks inflation.
Rest in peace to the one guy who did not type in generation.
Who did not type in generation. I mean, I've been calling it Shadow Generations because it's just easier either way.
Yeah.
And plus, it just does a dumb thing what Japan loves, where X means cross.
Yeah.
I've always hated that.
Like Cross Shadow.
I still don't know what to call
Cross
it. Cross or just
Yeah.
X. I just
Scissor my timbers cross.
Because they
Like
did
what
that one
Project
Monster
Zone?
Hunter.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, they've done it with so many different things. Project Cross Zone,
Oh, I still love Project Cross.
Project X Zone. Good
do
game.
that. I finally got to play it on my DS over here. I got the second copy from a friend. I found
Oh,
the
it's
first
so
one over
good.
here at the retro store, but it's just for $50 for physical.
Fuck that.
Dude, hearing Volcanic Rim when you activate freaking Rio and Ken's freaking super, oh, it's so fucking fun.
Oh, absolutely.
You guys just remind me, like, next month the new Zelda game comes out. So now I got 3 games to worry about.
Wait, which Zelda?
Wait, what?
Anyone?
There's the
Oh yeah,
Zelda
the
Echoes
Zelda,
of Wisdom.
Zelda game where you
That's
play as
coming
Zelda.
out.
Oh yeah. I totally forgot.
Yeah, dude. That's gonna be so hype. Like,
Link's
you realize that.
been in the Discord. I'm missing something.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. It's you remember the Link's Awakening DX remake in that like cutesy chibi style? This isn't the game in that style, but you play as Zelda instead.
Yeah, it's like we've been wanting this for years.
And technically, this is the second game where you got to play as Zelda.
True, but this is the first full game where you get to play as Zelda. Like literally from
Well-
near beginning.
Well, this is the first good game because the other one was the fucking CDI Link one.
No,
the Wand of Gamelon.
Oh my God, I didn't even
Technically,
think
if you
about
want to be
CDI, you're
technical,
right.
That was the
this
first
is
one.
Third time you could play
That
as Zelda
stupid,
if you count
merchant
spirit,
who's doing
moving
it.
her in spirit tracks.
That's how bad.
Oh.
That's how bad that game is. Is that for so long people just have not really they have not really tried having Zelda be a main character again. Spirit Tracks, you're right, but yeah, no, freaking to be able to play as Zelda, I like.
Well, I guess Twilight Princess because she's the only one that could do damage to Ganon at the end, and she like auto shoots the light arrows.
Yeah, but you're playing as Link,
Mhm.
and she's just.
It's just a rail shooter at that point.
Rail shooter.
Yeah, it pretty
support
much
character.
is.
Yeah.
On Epona,
But no, like that's people who've been fans of Legend of Zelda have been wanting to play a Zelda-based Zelda game for years. So
that
when
is
people
it.
were
Wand of
freaking-
Gamelon.
well, true, but when I started seeing people on Twitter like, "Oh my God, this is so woke," like, you know what? Shut the fuck up. You have definitely not.
Where are
been-
you? Where are you coming from?
Right, like
Her
I'm
name's in the
sorry.
game.
Yeah, like, oh, I'm sorry that she's been the title name character and she's always been a damsel in distress. I want to beat people with a chair.
Shout outs to the people that
Peach
somehow
got another
still
game.
think Link is Zelda.
I know, right?
I want to take a
Only
nap.
real gamer grills will know.
I just realized we're going on another non-Sonic tangent, so I'm gonna end this here.
Maybe we'll have another podcast dedicated to other games.
Yeah, well, whatever y'all want to do, let me know.
All right, clip it, quote it.
Yeah, honestly.
We'll see you for CDI Link pod.
Oh my God, I wonder what Ganon.
I just wonder what Ganon's up to.
So Keegan. Oh.
If you're watching on YouTube, thank you for checking all of this out. Everyone's social media is in the description. Be sure to check it out. Follow everything. Check out the previous episodes if you haven't. Check back.
Or else.
Wait, where else? What?
Oh shoot,
Beat their ass.
I had a magic trick for freaking lawnmower, but I completely forgot.
Yeah.
Magic trick.
Yeah, I learned on TikTok and everything.
Like get the camera or what?
No, I mean it's just like a little audio thing and everything.
Okay.
Here it goes.
I mean, you really want me to do it?
Yeah, do it.
Sure.
It won't hurt.
Okay. I want you to focus. I want you to concentrate. All right?
Okay.
After I snap my fingers, you will forget that you were ever gay.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Did it work? I think it worked.
Yeah, see, he doesn't remember.
He doesn't remember.
What?
Yeah, you don't remember, see?
Do you remember ever being gay?
Technically, no.
Oh.
See, exactly. See, it works.
Oh wait, you do remember?
No, technically, no, he doesn't remember. So, see?
I am so
works.
confused right now.
Well, you just lost a fragment of your memory.
No,
If you're watching on YouTube,
You gotta clip. This gotta be its own clip.
if you're watching on YouTube, hopefully you enjoyed that podcast. Everyone's social media is in the description. Be sure to check out for the next episode. Hopefully we will hit y'all back up in a month and some change. Appreciate y'all being here. This was fun.
Very.
it was super fun.
Good. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, always. Next time we'll get Mr. Sega Man in here so he can defend himself.
Yeah.
Even though we're actually the Shadow the Hedgehog crew.
You know what they say.
The more the merrier.
Hell yeah.
We should play off with that.
Catch y'all
God
next
dang
time.
it.